Welcome, everyone, to Progressive Discussions. It is Sunday afternoon here. And I'm your host, James P. Madonna, and I am here with my co host and special counsel, political analyst, progressive journalist, the one and only from the state of Washington, Mr. Jason Cleveland. How are you, sir, this week?
Hello, folks. Hello, James. Good
Hello.
afternoon.
Yes, greetings. I jammed my pinky because my hand was supposed to go in one direction and it went in the direction of my thigh. That's why if you heard a shout towards the end of the theme show, yeah, it's like stubbing your toe, jamming your finger. They're both very painful. And I'm a stickler for professionalism and perfection. And I hate it when there's a unplanned shriek or sound during the theme show. But I had to go make a hot cup of medicinal tea for my nose and my sinusitis, because that will help. Plus, I need something good and healthy to drink since I don't have any craft fermented beverages. I mean, I have one left, but I'm saving it for a live stream review show. But other than that, I don't have anything left, so I needed something to
There's
drink.
no rum in the house, James?
No, there's nothing in the house. They were all used up by myself and for shows.
Not. How about some mouthwash?
No, that's for alcoholics. I'm not a booze hound. I only get certain items for the shows. That's why.
That's what I'm drinking.
Yeah, that's why you see little airline bottles, pineapple bubbly. Oh, interesting.
It's just sparkling water.
Sparkling. You know the supermarkets have their store brands of sparkling flavored seltzer now. I know they do over here. You can get the store brand of mandarin orange or black cherry flavor or lemon lime, the usuals.
We appear to be. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Sure.
We appear to be having some technical difficulties. Give me a moment. My camera's just gone out. So yeah, carry on. I'll be back shortly.
Okay. Unplug it. Plug it back in. Do what you got to do. Craig Swenson. How are you, sir? All right. Who else do we have here? Hey, buck cherry, whatever that. I never heard of a buck cherry. I've heard of a chokeberry, which is known as aronia, a Native American berry that's almost black. It's a wild berry, very high in antioxidant, ORAC score, and it's very tasty. I've had it, but I never heard of buck cherry. Is there a fuck cherry? Fuck the cherry? Bust the cherry? Boy, I love these unplanned. I love this unplanned wit. Greg Svensson. Jason, I saw the W on your shirt, and for a split second, I thought you were wearing a Way Longetti shirt.
This is the Washington Huskies football team. Hello, Nini Yordi.
Oh, yeah, the Sperm in a Moment show we did with his spatchcock style barbecued chicken. Spatchcock. I salute you. Hold on. So the spatchcock chicken, which is kind of lying there with her legs spread wide open, with all that hot and spicy dry rub, looked wonderful. 7 lucky bells for spatchcock. That was a great show, and I was also on for a bit with Mike of
Mike Hunt.
Michael Hilton Goldsmith, or Michael Goldsmith Hilton. I was on with him for a bit late at night. That was Sperm in a Moment too. Oh, it's a rock band. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like any like progressive rock or Christian rock or easy listening. I like the heavy duty, the heaviest duty heavy metal you can think of. Buck cherry, dingleberry, dingleberry. Well, dingleberries are buried. They're buried in Uranus, not the planet Uranus, but Uranus. Uranus and my anus. Yeah, they're
like a Richard Gere moment there too, right?
Yeah, gerbils with the gorilla tape covering it. No, I haven't had dingleberries in many years. Do you know why? I don't buy any tissues or toilet paper that has the word soft on it. I like the public restroom rough and tough toilet paper and tissues, because why? It doesn't break apart and shred in your ass, in your ass crack. Thus, there's no dingleberries. And when you blow your nose on the heavy duty tissue, even though you got to be gentle with it, you don't want to irritate the tip of your schnozola. When you blow into it, you don't have snotty confetti shooting up in the air. We give advice. We give practical advice, everyday living. Pop the cherry.
How about
Is that
resourcefulness too, James?
What?
I was in a public. You talk about public restrooms. I was in a public restroom very recently, and you sort of make. How do I say this? I'm always a firm believer of the best teacher is your last mistake. Okay. You should always learn from your mistakes.
Well, everyone should always learn from their.
Hello, Jordy.
Jordy from Scotland is here. Hi, Jordy.
Hello. Hey, James. Hey, Jason. How are you guys doing?
Greetings, sir. And now, Pop the Cherry, is that like Rock the Casbah? Remember that song from the 80s? Rock.
Oh, The Clash.
Rock the Casbah.
The Clash.
The Clash.
Wilkes-Barre. I know a Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Pacha. Is that a dirty word, Nina? Pacha?
Hey, Nina.
Pacha cherry.
Pacha means that must be romantic. Pulling dingleberries, a couple pulling dingleberries out of each other's anus. What do you think, Jordy? You think that's a romantic game?
Sounds like it.
Or
Those
what about?
beads, James, like those long, the long set of beads that you kind of.
Oh, you mean the anal?
Yeah, right. You're kind of like. Yeah, exactly, right.
The anal beads? Or are you supposed to go slow with them or rip them out and like in one hard pull?
Oh, I think you need to go slow.
I would have no idea. You might have to ask some people that we're gonna put in the center of the wheel later.
Oh, yes, the wheel. The wheel is here, the infamous wheel. And we're gonna start off the show with the themes. Right now, it's like an old car with a carburetor. You got to warm it up so
That's right. That's
the
right.
choke opens up. So we're warming up the carburetor now with light talk, even though it's risque. So the anal beads. Then there's something called Benoit balls, that the woman inserts in her vagina.
Wow.
The Benoit.
That's a different kind of romance.
I was going to ask James. I do recall you mentioning you were going to put the link, the StreamYard link, just on the YouTube so that anybody could join. Is that correct?
Yes, I was going to do that, but then I decided not to. But I will do that in the very near future. I don't know what made me not do it, but I can. But if people request that they want to be on, but I can't put 10. I'm not going to have 10 people and play switchboard operator.
Correct.
I mean, I'm not going to pay $25 a month for the professional version to that pencil neck geek that owns StreamYard. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I like a more, not structured per se, but a more controllable show. I don't want like 10 people talking at the same time, and then the viewers can't understand and hear what the hell they're saying. But anyway, now
like if Nina Yordi wanted to join, I thought it was
if anybody wants to, then I will put the Lancelot link, Secret Chimps, which was an old show that was on when I was a little kid. The Monkees, the band. Anyway, I can put
those guys just died.
They're all dead except Mickey Dolenz. Why do all these people die? I'll tell you why. They live life in the fast lane. They don't take antioxidants. They take the only supplements they take is supplementary recreational drugs and mixing it with booze and all that stuff.
Vitamin C in your nose, James. Yeah. Little vitamin C, right?
Yeah, as we say in Italian, babagna. The nose.
Fugazi.
Yeah, what white line makes me feel so fine. Remember that disco song?
Talking about Italian.
Makes me feel so. Oh, I was gonna ask Jordy. Hold on, Jordy. Let me see what you got there. What you got there, Jordy?
Peroni, Nastro Azzurro, and Nastro Azzurro translates to blue ribbon in Italy. In Italian.
Blue ribbon. I think I've had that once. I also had Stella Artois, which I happen to like.
Yeah, Stella Artois is good as well. That's Belgian beer. This is straight up from Italy, brewed and bottled in Italy.
I actually like Stella Artois. Now, I was going to say when
I like the glasses.
It's bellissimo.
The white line makes me feel so fine. Now, we were talking about Benoit balls. Jordy, do you think Benoit balls that are manufactured in the shape of a mace with the spikes coming out of it, do you think that would be more stimulating to a woman?
Fucking hell. If she likes it rough, then yes. If she likes it rough, then yeah.
Happy days are here again. little jazz. So anyway, Benoit Ball. So let me continue where I left off, which is way up here. Bart Robinson, my thoughts 100% on the bathroom tissue. That's right. You don't want confetti, and you don't want dingleberries from soft.
Dingleberries.
Screw the Charmin commercials. We don't want dingleberries in our ass.
Oh, that's right. I never got to finish my story about the public restroom.
All right, go ahead. Greetings, Ronnie S. Ronnie S. is
Hello,
here.
Ronnie S.
Good afternoon. Hold on.
And maybe I'll just steal a line from Ronnie S. and just say this is a very well-produced show.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, you're here in spirit. Ronnie S., you're with us in spirit, which means you're typing.
One thing I would, if I could switch places maybe for a week or two, I would certainly just like to switch places with Ronnie S. He lives in Florida. The weather's perfect. He's drinking Heineken. He's got a pool. I mean, it certainly wouldn't be the worst thing.
You mean his condo? He's in a condo, right? Complex?
I believe so.
And they have an in-ground. Well, they all have in-ground pools because it's so damn hot and humid in Florida. You gotta have a piscina, as they say in Spanish. You gotta have a piscina. Now, what is this? Bay neck beads, donut beads? I have no idea.
Dog nuts.
White horse, white pony.
That's vitamin C. The white horse.
Yeah,
vitamin
so
C.
fine. I run a tight show. For a tight show. Well, if you're running a tight show with a significant other, then you need to work on that little punching bag that's right above the tight show. Right, Ronnie S? A little punching bag, a little man in a boat.
That's true. We can only go to the bottom of the hour, folks, and then you just cut the broadcast off,
Italiana Pils. Does that mean Pilsner?
Like Pilsner, maybe?
Italian Pilsner. I guess that's what. Ride a painted pony, let the spinning wheel spin. Oh, you'll get plenty of that wheel. Yes. Don't worry, that wheels are coming.
In fact, maybe it's a good time to ask the folks watching, all 10,000 of you, if there's anything you'd like to add to the wheel, type it in and we'll add that. No problem.
Yeah.
This is a no holds barred cage match, no false count anywhere type thing.
Now,
right,
good topics. Unless we don't have it, we can add it. If we don't have it, we can add it.
Right.
That was Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That's a great song. What goes up?
Oh, yes.
Must come down. Spinning wheel, got to go round. Nina Yordi, would you like to join us? Your knowledge of beer, reviving beer. Well, her knowledge of a computer hardware, her knowledge of mechanics, her knowledge of even professional wrestling talk. She's very knowledgeable.
Maybe next time, right?
He comes. He tells me it's a great idea. He'd love to come and be on it, and then you think he's going to be on it, and he doesn't. Or he comes on it, and he doesn't talk like he does on his show, when he goes solo. He doesn't say anything. He just chews. He's eating brunch. He's chewing in the camera, but when he does his show, he's like,
yeah. It's a bit like taking a trip, James. The boarding door. I mean, you get several announcements, right? This is your last call to board the flight, right? And once you close the boarding door, you're locked in. You can't get off, and you can't get So it's a bit like that, right? He's missed his opportunity.
He's missed his opportunity. Now I have something to say. It might be controversial, but I'm going to say it because I have a very sharp, keen intuition. I think when a lot of people every week say, "Thank you for the offer, but next time." And then next time comes and they say, "Oh, thank you for the offer. Next time and next time." And before you know it, the months go by, the years go by. It's always next time. But when Ronald Terrio goes on the air, they join it. And I think I know why. Because they feel nervous on a exotic, super dynamic, uh, uh, um,
Uncensored.
aggressive, kind
I
of
would almost hesitate to say, James, I think I know where you're going. These
the
are the
party.
folks that pay like $50 for a buffet and they just eat the pizza, right? They're not adventurous. They're not looking for dynamic, hard-hitting subjects.
No, they don't like, but you would think they're fun loving because of the comments they leave. They
Right.
sound like fun loving people. They might even sound like party people, like the song Party People, but they don't come on because they they think they look at the format of my show in a derogatory manner, like in other words, like it's going to taint their wonderful reputation to come on by way of video. But alpha men that don't care what other people think, that are free, independent, critical, that are independent, truth seeking, critical, free thinkers,
Yes.
alpha men and alpha women that are like that, they'll come on. They'll come on the show. But a lot of people, I had a politician, I had a independent, progressive politician that runs for New Jersey state senator and governor in every election. Lisa McCormick. She was on the show once. I interviewed her, but I spoke my mind about politics. So that made her and her partner there. He had to be there. He's probably a jealous boyfriend that didn't, some guys are real insecure. They don't like the idea that their significant other is speaking to another man. So he had to be sitting there, this pussy, right? And that was the only time she came on my show, because she told me that like she was kind of she was progressive, but she was kind of a sycophant. In other words, there are people that don't want to detach themselves from the Democratic Party, from traditional establishment politics. They're afraid of offending people. They don't want to offend. So for her to say, I'm an independent, real progressive, that I want to be on James's show again and again and again and again. Now, they won't do it, just like they won't go on with Bernie Sanders or Our Revolution people, because they want to still kiss the Democrat DNC ass. They believe in the two-party system. They don't believe that America needs an independent that is not affiliated with establishment corrupt politics. So she's a bit of a sycophant. She's a bit of an ass kisser. And
James, is this the person that did like that tarot card reading? Is that the same person?
No. This is a politician that appears on the New Jersey ballot in all the electronic voting machines. She runs all the time, and she's like what you would call, she's a progressive, but she's like a moderate
I see.
progressive. She doesn't want to detach herself from the established DNC and the Democrat. She's kind of she's partially a neoliberal, or she might be a neoliberal running as an independent. And the reason why is she claims that she's a real feminist, that she's a hardline feminist, which convinced me that she's a neoliberal, like people on the Democratic Party. Which means they want power. They want power, and even if it means that men have to go and take a back seat and go to the end of the line. And if you're an alpha male and you say alpha things that happen to be true, maybe you rubbed it the wrong way. But next time.
Now, James, speaking of politics in New Jersey, how about that truck driver that unseated that long-standing politician in New Jersey? I'll pull up their names, but What do you think about that? The guy spent like $200 on his campaign, and he won that election.
Now, it is possible to be on a low campaign budget. I'm sorry, Jesse Ventura was when he won governor of Minnesota.
Yeah,
He was
Yeah.
on a low budget. Beer. I'm a robot. Look at me. I'm an android. All I talk about is beer, beer, day and night, every day. Right
That sounds
down.
like me.
See, beer. Okay, all right. Now let's get to the title of the show. Unless you want to say something, sir.
I just want to share a picture because I think that, like the old phrase goes, a picture is worth $1,000, right? No, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Good morning.
Good morning, Masumi, my
Good
dear.
morning.
Good morning. It is now a 4:38 a.m. Monday in Japan, in the Tokyo area, and I say have a very nice day and good morning to Masumi.
Good morning. Have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day, a slap happy day.
Good morning.
Let me
All
see
right.
if I can't
Jordy
share.
Jordy from Scotland says good morning also.
Okay. A
Okay.
picture is worth $1,000,
Okay, hold on, brother.
and I just want to. I
Hold
want to
on.
get your reaction to this picture.
He looks like, if he doesn't look like a pencil neck geek that belongs to the tribe, wink wink, nod
Who
nod.
is that? Is that like the guy for Twilight or some shit?
If he doesn't look like a pencil neck geek, a geek in the worst way, I don't know what is.
You know, I would almost. You know, I like the word nemesis. Right? That's a good word.
Who
I
is he?
I know who he is though.
I don't know if it necessarily describes this guy, but Nemesis. This is the founder, CEO, engineer of StreamYard,
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
service that we are using to broadcast live to 10 million people that are watching right now.
All right. All right. Okay.
And this is the guy that sends emails to people. You're over your limit. You're going to go over your limit. You need to renew. You need to get the premium.
Oh, fuck it off.
Yeah, you know
Right?
when he sends that? You know when he sends that? When I've used only like 10 or 12 hours of my free 20 hours, he'll send me, "Oh, you're a dynamic streamer. Oh, you're blowing this out of the water." Like, he'll pat me on the back of being like a really active, great streamer, and then he'll say, I should join. I should get his professional version because I'm using up my hours. I'm almost to the end. He's full of shit. If I have 10 or 12 hours used out of 20 hours, I didn't use up all my hours. No, he's full of crap.
So
he's the Zuckerberg of StreamYard, basically.
Correct.
Well, look
Correct.
at it. Well, all geeks like to push buttons and get under people's skin.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what happened with Amazon Prime. That dildo-headed, greedy bastard Jeff Bezos. He's jacking up the membership costs of Amazon Prime. I'm gonna quit.
What is this I hear about? Zuckerberg wants to rename Facebook as Meta or something. What the hell is that about?
What a jackass name that is.
Yeah, no. Zuckerberg is a jackass, though. I don't like that guy.
Oh, look at this guy. Now, doesn't the top of his spacecraft, isn't it shaped like a dildo, like his head?
That looks like Telly Savalas. Do you know who Telly Savalas is? Remember him?
Telly Savalas? Well, he has a bigger cranium. Yeah. Who's looking at you, baby? Hey, baby. He used to suck on the Tootsie Roll Pop.
Who is that?
Yeah, that is the greedy, wicked Jeff Bezos. That is the Montgomery Burns, the real life Montgomery Burns. Now look at the top of his spacecraft. It's shaped just like his skull.
Well, it's shaped like something else too, James.
Yeah, it's a phallus. It's a phallus. It's shaped like a dildo, is what it is.
That's the real meaning of dickhead. right there.
Yeah, a dickhead or a putz or a schmuck. Uh, 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 Look at that guy, and all he does is jack up the prices. Whole Foods keeps on jacking up prices.
In
Look at
Scotland, you would call him a knobhead. Knobhead.
a what head?
A knobhead. Knobhead.
Knobhead.
Like knob is what we call the helmet of
Yeah,
Catholic.
knob job.
Knob.
When someone
Knob jockey.
a man gets a blow job,
Knob jockey.
knob job. Like she's polishing the knob.
Knob jockey. That's one of the words we use. Knob jockey.
Knob polisher. And
Yeah.
well, look at price gouging is unfortunately, it's very common in capitalism. I mean, if you go to a resort, like when I used to go to Cancun a lot, like they used to price gouge all the time on things, especially towards the tourists. They would jack up everything, so you're kind of forced to give them the money because there's nowhere else really to go. But in the United States, they learned it from us, and that's how they screw people over. It's supposed to be illegal, price gouging. Now, there's a yacht.
This is Bozo Bezos' yacht.
Oh, nice.
That's the Bezos yacht. Is that docked in the state of Washington?
I think this is heading towards somewhere in Amsterdam, and he wanted to park it in the Netherlands, and they had to tear down like a bridge so that they could get this thing in where he wanted to park it. And then
they had to tear down the bridge.
Local people there started throwing eggs at the yacht.
Oh,
it's not like they said. It's not like they said, "No way, we're not going to destroy our historic landmarks in the Netherlands. Screw you. Go dock somewhere else." No, they had to, because these are sycophants that can't say no to the rich. They can't say no to the rich.
Over 4,000 people sign up to throw eggs at his yacht, James.
Wow.
Damn.
That's a $500 million yacht. You believe that? Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So anyway, that's enough about the Bozo Bezos.
Hold on, I just had to get something here. Something important.
So what is that little thing, Jordy? It looks like a flashlight.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
That's like it's basically just a vape. It's like a cheap vape. It's watermelon flavor.
It's got marijuana?
No, it's just nicotine.
Oh, okay.
Like
now,
it costs £5. £5 for this little thing. Watermelon flavored nicotine vape.
well, you could get extract of cannabis for that very easily, right?
I would prefer that, like CBD stuff, THC stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I smoke pot, so yeah.
Well,
I would like.
Yeah, I mean, why?
I don't know if you know this, James, but I do smoke weed.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, he's able to. He gets the CBD extract for his vape.
Nice.
But anyway, speaking of the title, now raisin balls. You're probably wondering what raisin balls are. Raisin balls could be beta men. They could be sycophants, suck up sycophants, ass kissers, whatever you want to call them, brown nosers.
I thought raisin balls was some sort of food.
Now, a raisin ball, well, no, that means they have shrunken testicles the size of raisins. They have balls. And the reason why I'm mentioning raisin balls is because it has to do with the wheel. The infamous spinning wheel. And Jason Cleveland is the master of the spinning wheel. It's okay. And there are people who got offended, very offended, because we put their head in the middle of the spinning wheel.
Put me on there. I don't care.
Yeah, we put their heads in because we're supposed to get. They complained that we're supposed to get permission. Oh, permission! I'm shaking in my. I'm petrified that I didn't get your permission.
Yeah. You've got my permission if you want to use me.
Because you know, a lot of these jabronis that go live stream, they're like wannabe celebrities and stars. You know, they're like legends in their own mind, and they think that their great reputation is so tarnished. I mean, this is why that the wheel will start off.
I found a picture, James. It's a very early picture of one of the people that took issue with their face being in the wheel. If you want to, nice beer, Carlsberg. So this is this is a very early image of one of the individuals that has taken issue with their face and or likeness.
Now, I just want to say that the image of this baby that is crying, because you know that's how babies get their way, because they can't talk. You know, they can't talk. That's their only method of communication. And these are the early stages of humanoids using the guilt trip to get their way, to gain power.
Now, play the victim.
Yeah, to play the victim. Right. Now I just want people to know this baby is no miscellaneous baby. This baby,
damn.
no.
There's ice in this. There's ice in this. I've got my fridge too cold.
That's good. I like icy, frosty beer. Hold on for a second. This baby is no miscellaneous baby picture. And then we have an image of we have another image that I call the rat fink. And a rat fink is a form of sycophant, ass kisser. You know, they exist in companies. If you're working and you work in the office, they like to squeal on everybody, and they pretend that they're your friend.
They suck up the boss's ass.
Suck up to the boss. They rat you out. But this kind of rat fink, there it is. The rat fink is like a person who, if you're talking privately with them and you think you're having a private conversation and everything that's being said is in confidence, and then you find out that they did a print screen of your conversation on Messenger or
wow. Yeah.
Around and they post it publicly, or they go and rat on you with the very people that you're discussing with them in private, and that is the rat fink. That is the squealing rat fink that rats you out. And yes, I know of people in my lifetime, including one now, that fits this description. Daryl Messias of Northern California.
Hello, Daryl. Hello, fellow West Coaster, Best Coast.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
So what you're talking about, James, is people that are crybabies, right? People that are crybabies. People that play the victim. People that are sycophants, right?
Mm-hmm.
People that speak behind your back in secret conversations, right? Even to the point of screen sharing a conversation.
Well, it's like the old song. They smile to your face, and all the time they want to take your place. The backstabbers. It's a old Motown song, I think.
Now you could hesitate to argue that it could be human nature to have some or all these traits, right?
Yeah.
But it just seems, you're right. Crybabies, canaries, rat finks, all these miscellaneous personalities.
Yes, all of these miscellaneous personalities, right?
Right?
Yes.
like I remember when I was in school, and there was this one wee guy who was a teacher's pet, and there was a few times where the teacher would forget that we had homework, but this wee guy would say, "Miss, you forgot about the homework." Blah blah blah, and all
You
that
think
kind
he
of
was banging the teacher?
stuff. He was probably sucking the teacher's cock. I tell you that. Fucking hell. That's the
Oh,
kind
it
of
was
people.
it was the male teacher and a female student.
No, it was a male student as well.
A male student. And,
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said the teacher had a cock? Was it
No,
a spatch? Was it a spatchcock?
I have no idea. But
Wait,
like this guy in that class, he was probably sucking the teacher's dick. He was that up his arse, you know. Like snowflakes. That's what it is. Snowflakes, you know, and
Oh, yeah,
two-faced people,
snowflake.
two-faced people as well.
Now I want to sing. I want to do happy. I want to play Happy Birthday for Daryl Messias.
Happy birthday, Daryl! Cheers, Daryl!
Yeah, it was his birthday very recently.
Cheers, buddy.
And many,
James, you're pretty good at that.
many more, Daryl.
You're actually pretty good at that, man.
How's your brother doing? The little boy.
Yeah, he's good. He's in his room playing some kind of game and shouting at it. I don't know what it is he's playing.
Well, their world nowadays is sophisticated video games. That's their world.
Yeah, he's super good at them as well. He likes Mario, you know.
Yeah, no, and they get better, and they get better when. Hold on for a second. Who is? I think I know Clint Brook. Only ratfinks I see are on the only ratfinks I see are on the screen. Ratfinks. Oh no, we're very honest and upfront with people. We don't pretend to be we don't kiss up to people and make nice and then and talk about them behind their back. You can,
Especially me. In Scotland, we don't give a fuck.
yeah, Clint. Now, Clint, is that? Did you change the word Clint from your real first name, which is Clit? Is your first name really Clit
Or cunt.
or clitoris? Is it clitoris or clitoris? Clit.
I'm actually just seeing this now. Clint Brook, maybe related to Garth Brooks. Clint Garth Brook. You got us. This is funny stuff.
Don't worry, James. It's just a troll. You're going to get them. You're going to get some.
How many times do you you throw your socks in the laundry? Do you wear your socks until there's like mold all over it and they're soaking wet with horrible.
He uses his socks to wank. That's what he uses to make love. That's the only way he does it. And he wanks like this.
So instead of spending money on condoms, instead of spending money on condoms, he puts his filthy sock on his schlong, and then he comes into it, and then eventually he fills it up, and then he throws it in the hamper. Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
James, I made Daryl something
sock.
here.
Oi, sweaty sock. Hold on. Clint Brook. You're all right.
He's all right, right? I mean, come on. That's the thing. You can't. If you can't make fun of yourself, how can you even attempt to make fun of others, right? You know, like George Carlin.
Sock is slang for a job.
Nobody is off limits in this room, right?
No.
You know, and I've also learned too, you don't make fun of people unless you like them. You're not going to make fun of your enemy, right? Because you're not going to give him that satisfaction of feeling.
They smile in your face, and all the time they want to take your place. The backstabbers.
That's it. Yeah, I remember that.
Sweaty sock is slang for a jock. Clint Garth Brooks.
Jock. Jack. How come jerking off was changed to jacking? Why do and why did South Park write a song called "Jacking It in San Diego"? The guys that created South Park, that you're jacking it in San Diego.
Yeah, I know that.
I've been to San Diego. It's a beautiful place.
It's a very beautiful place.
I can take your sarcasm all day. Good. You're going to hear it.
That's true.
Oh,
Now,
you're
James,
in
I would like
UK.
to.
Jordy's in Scotland there, Clint Brook, Scotland. The country that the English
Scotland.
tried to
Glasgow.
oppress and control like they did to poor Ireland.
I lived in
the
Ireland.
Irish.
You
Until
could,
the Irish use Irish stick fighting with their shillelaghs and.
How about the term wanker?
Clint, whereabouts in the UK are you from? Are you from Scotland? Are you from England? Are you English? Or are you Irish? Are you Irish? Where are you from then? If you're Irish, where are you from? Whereabouts in Ireland are you from?
And Clint, I've always wanted to try jellied eels, which is a favorite in English pubs. Jellied eels. I really want to. I can make them. Jellied eels. Oh, he's on the Welsh border.
Jelly
Wales.
Cheers to Wales.
So Wales can mean women that like to eat a lot, right?
Women that only eat at buffets.
He's on the border of Wales.
It's actually they have their own language. I think Richard Burton, the late Richard Burton, was Welsh. I think Tom Jones, I think, is he Welsh or Scottish?
Oh, Tom Jones is
he's Welsh, yeah.
Welsh, eh? Sex bomb.
Yeah, I love Tom Jones's music. He was what a unique voice in that man.
Tom Jones also done a James Bond song, Thunderball, 1965.
Now Sean Connery is Scottish.
Yes.
Sean Connery.
Yes.
Was Scottish.
He was Scottish. She talks like that. He talks like that all the time.
Yeah.
GTSY, for those folks not in the know, is good. Great to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you, and
it's great to see you.
I think that these people that are offended because their head was in the middle of the wheel, they should stop being babies and learn to just have a good sense of humor, laugh at themselves, laugh at others, and not be a snowflake. And because people, it's really not comfortable to have to walk on eggshells all the time.
Yeah.
Throughout your life. I mean, it really is.
Garth
I could take a piss at myself all day. I'm a goofy ass Scotsman with a drinking problem.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't stand out in a crowd, that's for sure, Jordy.
Yeah, no, bro.
You got a drinking problem in Scotland. Yeah, okay, join the club, right?
Yeah, I know. Along with the rest of Scotland.
Well, during the Middle Ages, people drank ale because the public water was contaminated
with cholera.
Yeah. I mean, Henry VIII drank his ale because he had to. But getting back to jellied eels, it's what they do is they boil eels, and I think the collagen or whatever from the bones of the eel forms a gel. And they cool it off, they refrigerate it, and it gels, and it's jellied eels. I never had it. What happened was an Englishman said to me he won't eat jellied eels because he said the common folk eat that stuff in the English pubs, or the commoners. So he was like, he had the elitist mentality. Yes, Jordy does go live stream. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Cheers, J-Rock.
Ozzy, no more tears. No more tears. No more tears. You on the Bucky Jordan. You on the Bucky Jordan. But anyway, all right.
On the bucket, no, I'm drinking Carlsberg.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me get a bird's eye close up of what you're drinking there.
Carlsberg, but it's icy. There's ice in it because my fridge is too fucking cool. But there you go.
Oh, wait, hold on. I couldn't read it because you were shaking it. Carlsberg Danish Pilsner.
Good one.
1947. It was
1947. Danish Pilsner. Yeah.
Yeah. I posted a photo of the potato scones and the traditional Irish breakfast on my the food group.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll check that out.
Yeah. Food.
I do like bucktail. I do like buckfast. I like buckfast.
They almost look like quesadillas, to be honest with you. The potato scones.
James, you would like them. Honestly, they're good with some cheese on top. Honestly, they're really nice. In fact, I can show you I've got a wee breakfast pack down the stairs in my fridge. I could show you.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, what's that?
Let's take a look at what Mr. Jason Cleveland has. Oh, I've had that before. Oh, that's really good, man.
This is excellent.
It's a cream. It's like a cream of whiskey, like Bailey's, but better.
It's like
Jason,
10 times better than Bailey's. Fantastic. If you love Irish,
let's get a real close.
And it comes in this really cool, like old Nook bottle here with the tab to open it.
Yeah.
This is
How do you open that? Do you need like a corkscrew or something to open that?
No, you kind of just.
It's like a mason jar.
Yeah.
Like the Grolsch. The Grolsch
beer.
beer.
Grolsch. Yeah. I get. Yeah, right.
Yeah, like the Grolsch beer. Let me see a close up of that label so people know.
Oh yeah.
What to look for if they want to go online and track it down.
What's the percentage on it?
Dim the light here a little bit. Get it.
Hold on. Look at that damn glare. Five Farms, County Cork, Ireland.
Oh.
5 Farms. And it is a cream liqueur. It is a single batch Irish cream liqueur, which is really good, man. I've had that ice cold, and let me tell you, you people definitely should try it.
Spectacular.
What's the percentage, dude?
17%.
Really?
17%? Wow. Damn. One of those and that'd be out my tree. I would sip that one. I wouldn't chug that.
No.
You know, savor that bad boy. Enjoy it.
I tell you, that cream Irish cream whiskey is no miscellaneous Irish cream whiskey. Not by a long shot. And
sounds good.
Now the Rat Fink, I think the Rat Fink is very talented. He happens to be a drummer in a heavy metal rock band over in Europe somewhere. He's a heavy metal drummer, and he might even play a little electric guitar. But Rat Fink does have some talent. Well, he's a different kind. He's a douchebag, though. Joel Osteen, you know. He's just a crook. He's an television evangelist charlatan that spends all the donation on himself. Okay, vintage ale. Fuller's 2015 vintage ale.
I've had this in my fridge for 5 years.
Beep, 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 beep.
And
ever since we discussed sycophants, ass kisses, raisin balls, and fanatics that talk about this the same thing all the time, our viewers dropped. That's all right. That's all right. They can always go on those other programs that talk about the same thing all the time. So anyway, let's just what kind of an ale is that? Is it dark?
This is it's a product of England.
Oh,
And it is at it's a 1.9, so 16.9 ounces, 8.5% alcohol by volume. And this says that it is good for up to 10 years after the bottled date. So I was going to wait the full 10 years. So I will have this in about 3 years. Because it was bottled 7 years ago. So
what are they recommending?
I'm sorry?
What do they how old do they recommend?
It says right here, and there's no way I could get this in focus. It's so very tiny. But it says we have added a best before date of the 31st December 2025, as this mellow golden ale will improve for many years to come, like a fine wine or whiskey. Being bottle conditioned, the beer will form a natural sediment, so pour carefully, sit back, and enjoy the very finest of Fuller's ales.
All right.
So I'm going to go put this back in the fridge. I will be right back.
All right. All right. Now we're civil. We ratfink. The definition of ratfink is probably in the dictionary. We're not mentioning any names. We're talking about ratfinks, and the word miscellaneous is actually not the name of a person. It's also in Webster's dictionary. I've been using the word miscellaneous my whole life. It's a common word in the King's English. So nothing is personally being said per se. So all right, let's go to the wheel. Let's go to the wheel. And this is gonna be great because
all right, James. I will mute my audio so that
wait a minute, it's not you. Hold on. Oh, it's Jordy. Jordy's got the TV blasting, not you. You're fine. Jordy, could you lower the television?
Television, yeah. To 6.
Or lower it or shut it off. Please. Por favor, as they say in Spanish. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we're ready for the infamous wheel of time.
Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. So anyway, Jeff Bezos, Amazon Prime, he's inducted once again into the Chiseler's Hall of Shame, and Whole Foods, which he owns, is inducted. And if anybody has any other consumer stories, hopefully Mr. Clean will come on and tell his story about Car Shield. Okay, and there is the wheel, and full screen on the wheel. And
now I would say that
crank up the volume.
Trial and error has shown us that if you can mute your microphone while we're spinning, that way the background noise doesn't interfere with the noise of the wheel, right? So I'm going to mute my mic.
Hold on, Jason. Stop. I heard no music. I don't know if you heard no music. No, I heard there was no music when you were spinning it.
All right, let's spin it again. I think we had a little technical difficulty. This is the the blessing and the curse with live television. So let's spin it again. Okay. So James, if you mute, there we go. We'll try this one more time. You ready? Shake your head. Okay. Can you hear me?
Companies bail out. Companies. What the hell does this say? Can't mute your. What do you mean I can't mute it? I tell you, I told you about these geeks. These geeks that create these programs. They like to bust your balls. What do you mean I can't mute? I can't unmute. Right?
Could you hear the audio just then, James?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, why did I get like a warning signal about I can't mute and unmute? Screw
That is
him.
weird.
That fucking geek.
Okay.
Fucking fudge packer. Yeah. No. We were just focusing primarily on the subject of rat fink weasels. Rat fink, not weasels, because weasels are tough animals. Rat finks. That's going to be the primary. That is the primary focus. So no offense really taken. All right, companies that are bailed out.
Yes.
Now, you know what's funny when they attempt to send a stimulus check to the common folk, the lower 98%, and to help us out during the crisis, like the pandemic crisis. Republicans always scream handouts, moochers, freeloaders, too lazy to get a job, get a job, get a job, get a job. But it's okay to bail out the rich, and in the form of corporate bailouts. They're not moochers, according to them. They're not moochers, are they?
No. And James, I actually added this topic to the wheel just this morning because I do think it bears to it's a heavy hitting topic for sure, and I would nearly guarantee that no one would even think about or want to talk about, right? But it's important because what are they bailing these companies out with? Our tax dollars, okay? Does it sit well with you knowing that companies like Delta Airlines, companies like General Motors receive massive, Goldman Sachs even receive massive bailout packages from the American taxpayer just because they can't run their business effectively, right?
Yeah, subsidies. There's
Subsidies.
But if you give subsidies to a regular individual American citizen, they consider it welfare and they consider it free money.
Exactly.
I mean, the very fact that corporations have been on a tax vacation since Ronald Reagan, that alone is a bailout.
Yeah.
That alone is a handout.
So
middle class picks up the burden of taxation.
Right. The Main Street will always be there to bail out Wall Street, right? Mm-hmm. Which is it's a terrible and sad. I mean, Wall Street is playing Russian roulette, no pun intended, with your pension and your 401k and your life savings and your real estate and anything else. It's literally like a casino, right? The stock market, the whole capitalistic stock market is literally just like one big casino, and they can pull these levers and make a lot of their friends rich and make a lot of real hardworking, dedicated people very poor in a heartbeat, right?
Now, do you see the hypocrisy of the right-wing mentality? Like don't do as we do, do as we say.
Hypocrite.
They're hypocrites. If you're not part of the mega rich that gives them campaign contributions, which are massive,
then
you are a a freeloader, but in reality, it's people like Mitch McConnell that are really the freeloaders.
And Lindsey Graham.
And Lindsey Graham. I mean, look at the right wing's hypocrisy on Christianity. I mean, they don't practice or promote anything that comes from the Bible except when they cherry pick about stoning someone from the Old Testament. That they like. But they forget about whatever Jesus says. They don't want anything to do with that. So they're not the evangelical right wing. They're not Christians. They're fake, phony, fraud, counterfeit Christian cults. They're part of a cult. And when they say right to life, they'll fight like hell if the fertilized egg, the embryo, the fetus is in the womb. But once you're born, you're on your own. You're a freeloader. You're a moocher. Once the baby is born, they become a moocher. But if
once the baby's born, they're assigned a social security number so that they can track every single microsecond of their movements. I mean, think about your social security number is used for everything, right? To get on an airplane, to buy a car, you need to do this, to apply for a home loan, to send money, to get a bank account. It's literally we're not in a free country. I think we should all admit.
Big Brother wants to know every fucking thing we do since we're born.
Correct.
And they share this information with the people that they're in bed with, which are the big corporations. I mean, look at that eagle beak piece of shit, that steaming pile of putrefactive fecal matter, Mark Zuckerberg. Look at him. He sells our private information as a Facebook account member to corporations. He's been selling personal private information to corporations. I mean, this is what capitalism is about. It's exploitation.
I'll tell you this, James. Apple recently, and I'll use the term recent maybe a little loosely, within the last year or two, they updated their privacy policy in an OS release that allowed you to, at your control, determine what apps are tracking you while you're in the app, and if you want to share your data with that app that you're using. So you can turn off. Before, it was extremely difficult to manage and maintain your privacy settings.
Right.
But with that OS release,
right,
it made it extremely easy, a lot easier than it was. And because of this, because of the updates to your privacy settings and the new features that went along with that, Facebook stock took a massive hit because they openly admitted we are no longer able to gather and track hundreds of millions of users due to these privacy settings being updated, which means they're not able to sell all that information onto third parties and corporations and marketing institutions. So their stock and their earnings have taken a massive hit just because people are doing the right thing. They're not comfortable with Facebook knowing their every move, right?
Right.
And I've heard stories, it's never happened to me, but I've heard stories, and I find this very interesting, that people will just be having a conversation like this, and they might just mention a Ford truck as an example. Hey, did you see the new Ford truck? Yeah, I saw one driving down the road or whatever. And then it's really strange. Like that same day, they'll receive ads for Ford trucks. Even if they didn't search for it, their phone is listening to this stuff. So I really don't. I think these phones, even though they're turned off, they're unplugged, whatever, it seems to me like they're always collecting data. And this should concern a lot of people because it certainly is not acceptable or safe or frankly, the right thing to be doing, what these companies are doing, right? Um, Now back to the bailout that these corporations received. If you recall, when the housing crisis happened and the Great Recession happened in 2007, 2008, all these CEOs of these corporations that claimed unless they received taxpayer bailout money, they would go under, and it would cripple and crater industries, right? So the CEO of General Motors went to Congress, asked for a bailout, but James, he flew in his private plane that General Motors owned. So General Motors owned a plane, and they had the plane for the CEO and for the board of directors to use. And these senators and Congress people, they said, "How did you get here today?" I took my private plane. And they said, "Well, doesn't it seem a little strange to you that you're asking for tens of billions of dollars, and yet you took a private plane to get here? I mean, isn't that a little hypocritical, so to speak, right? If you can't manage your company, um, and and Obama, unfortunately, he was the one that bailed out General Motors, because if General Motors went under, then that could take the rest of the car market with them, and hundreds of thousands of jobs and suppliers, and would be rather crippling. But just the manner and the approach that they took to get the money, James, was just not was certainly just not at all acceptable with me, right?
I mean, it goes on and on. Any company on Wall Street. I'm really, it's really infuriating how a mega corporation receives bailout subsidies that they don't have to pay back. I mean, I think General Motors paid back their loan, right?
So they did. What happened was the structure of the bailout was such, James, that the government was essentially buying stock. That's how they did another offering of stock at a set price, so that then the government owned shares in the company.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the government to get their money back, the stock price would have to go up, and then they could sell those shares on the open market, and that's how the government was repaid. But interestingly enough, right, it's just a typical one of those things. The government sold their shares too early and didn't wait until the stock price got like an enormous high. So they actually didn't make any money on this. They just got their money back, right? Instead of being an investor, they just settled for a break even. So there you go, right? The government, it's so poorly ran. It's just a crying shame. And
well, corporations get away with what they get away with simply because they can.
Right.
It's like with politicians. Nobody is holding their feet to the fire. They're not held accountable for anything. Now let's get back to. I'm going to tell you a true story and show you how this capitalism really works, how sneaky it is. Okay. I walked into, when I was living back home in my hometown, I went to the Polish meat market, the Polish grocery market, where they smoked their own kielbasa and everything else, kawanusi, and they made their own sauerkraut, slab bacon, so on and so forth. Okay, I walked in there. It's a pretty big place. It's called Piast, Piast, Meat and Provisions. As soon as I walked in to the like a hallway before you enter the store, as soon as I walked in, I noticed a pretty big, very attractive indoor fountain, very elaborate, nice, real pretty. Had a waterfall, had like a spinning wheel, where the water hits it and everything. Anyway, I took a video of it on my camera, on my smartphone, but a personal video. I didn't post it anywhere. So it's on my camera's storage. I go inside, I buy what I wanted, I browse around, I go home. Then I log into Facebook. the first thing I see is that exact fountain and the price of it and who sells it. Now, mind you, that fountain was on the hard drive of my phone. It wasn't posted on social media. How the fuck did Facebook know that the video of this indoor fountain was on my phone's storage when I didn't post it and I did not upload it anywhere on the internet?
James, that is not okay with me. I mean, you could sit there and you could say, well, is that spying? I mean, is that legal? What's going on? I mean, you you are not in the wrong to question what's happening, right? These companies, I don't know, man. Just like you took a picture, it was on the flash of your phone. You could start talking about a Ford pickup truck, and then all of a sudden you'll get ads for Fords, even if your phone is turned off.
Yeah.
I mean,
so does that mean every video and photo that's in my phone's storage can be tapped into by scumbags like Eagle Beak, Mark Zuckerberg, and social media, and they can find out what's on my phone privately or where I go to? But by the way, Google Maps tracks your whereabouts, even if you're walking somewheres, even if you're on foot. And they could tap into my private information, the cocksuckers, and they could automatically like show me what I have on my phone, who sells it, and how much.
yeah.
Talk about exploitation. I got an itch in the middle of my forehead. United States, just about everything in this country right now. I have an itch that needs to be scratched.
Now, James, before we get to that, I did want Jordy has had he poured himself what looked to be a Foster's. Not to keep track of what's going on. Jordy, you're muted.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I just poured myself a wee Foster's, my friend.
Let's take a look at that can, if you don't mind. I saw a Foster's. There we go. How many ounces is that can?
It's 440 ml, so just under 500 ml.
Which is a pint, roughly. So it's probably about 14 ounces, maybe?
I think so, yeah. And it's 4%. Yeah. It's brewed in the UK, though. It's not from Australia.
Right.
Not actually from Australia.
Australia.
It's Australia. That's the thing. I saw, they have these big, like, oil cans. They're a quart, 32 ounces. Which is like close to 1,000 milliliters or 1 liter. And you're right. The Foster's here is made in America. It said something like not crafted in Australia, but like born in Australia. But it's yeah.
It's a bit, right. If you go to Australia, though, no one will know what you're talking about when you talk about Foster's. Everyone doesn't like it in Australia.
They don't like it.
I've got family members in Australia, and they don't like it. They drink. My uncle Alan, who lives in Australia, he drinks Budweiser. They're not keen on Foster's. Like, if you go to Australia and you ask for a Foster's, people will look at you weirdly, like, what the hell?
Right.
But it's not bad, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. The Foster's.
Yeah. I always think too, when you're drinking a beer, if you're reviewing it, you can give it like a lower score. But if you're drinking it, you must like it, so it can't be all that bad, right?
It's not bad. I mean,
I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, James, back to the wheel.
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Let's go. Spin that wheel.
Oh, we have the first image was me, of course, yours truly. I was the first. So nobody cries, it gets offended. Now we have the brown noser, the suck up sycophant brown noser with the snot dripping from his big schnozola. All
The
right.
bootlicker.
The bootlicker. Yes, yes. Like a lot of these people in the craft beer reviewing community that that
James, I've got a good idea
pat themselves
for someone's face on the wheel. Here's Johnny from The Shining. Here's Johnny. See that picture where he's at the door?
That's a great idea. Yeah, we'll make that happen.
Oh, you
Jody.
talking about Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson, yeah. I fucking love that movie. I've got 2 signed
Well,
posters.
I would have to prepare it, which I can because I have my phone.
I can do it, James.
Yeah, he had that crazy look on his face. Well, actually, that that Jeff Bezos crazy.
Look at
head. Well, yeah.
James, check your offline.
Got it.
You can make some adjustments while we're spinning. How's that?
Absolutely.
Jordy, your wish is our command. This is why it's dynamic. It's engaging.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. Same
Cutting
poster.
edge.
I don't have a problem with Jack Nicholson, but I like spinning heads of people I have a problem with. But I know what you mean.
Okay, ready to spin? All right, everybody go quiet for a second.
Yeah.
Hold on. Healthy living.
Healthy living.
Well, the thing with healthy living is that there are people that don't have the mental capacity to understand that they are living an unhealthy lifestyle with bad habits, bad health habits, and they just want to live for the moment, the feel good moment. Either they're drunk all the time, or they're high, or they have the side effects of recreational drugs, or they like to smoke their cigarettes because they're addicted to nicotine, but they don't care because they're involved in a sort of a hedonistic lifestyle. They're in it for the feel and not for the function. They don't care about nutrition. They don't care about antioxidants. They don't care about exercise. They just care about the sensations that they get from these bad habits. And there are people out there that are like that. There are people that tell me, "Oh, I'm not interested in reducing the sugar in my food. I won't eat an apple turnover that's sugar-free. It's got to have sugar in it, otherwise I won't eat it." And then I look at their groceries. And I see a lot of garbage in their basket. And I've seen heavy people shopping, obese people. And usually if they're obese, the whole family's that way because, the role models are setting the wrong example. And I see even like Kool-Aid, Sunny D, soda. I see all kinds of crap in their grocery bags, and they honestly don't care that they're short in their lifespan. They really are. The worst poison you can put in your body is refined sugar and carbohydrates, which is white sugar, white flour. And these people, before they can change their lifestyle and live a healthy life, just like anybody who has an addictive habit, they have to acknowledge that they have a problem. If they don't want to acknowledge that they need to change their lifestyle, they won't do it. If they won't acknowledge that smoking is deadly and it's a disgusting habit and they need to quit, they won't go to the doctor and get the nicotine patch. You know what I mean? Or they
James,
won't. Yeah.
well, I was just going to say, and I don't remember where I heard this, but it stuck with me. Live today as if you were 20 years older. So it's sorry.
Yeah.
What?
No. Live today. If you're 20, I just want to say, my main focus, sir, miscellaneous brew. My main focus is on the rat fink that pretends to be everyone's pal and goes and squeals because even Ronald Theriot says, I heard that my head might be in the center of the wheel also. Now, how did he know of this? Somebody went around, knock on wood, I know who it is. I'm not going to mention. Somebody went around and ratted out yours truly. But I don't have a problem not having certain people's head in. I'll give you an example. Everybody in the Keto Kings Sunday Show Facebook Messenger group, a lot of people we know are there, and they all saw the StreamYard link. And also a note, Jean-Pierre told me many times that he had a blast on the show. He loved the show. He enjoyed himself. I says, well, we're going on again. Okay. He's more than welcome. He saw the link. He's not here. I think he's not here because Eric is not here. I think that there are people in the beer reviewing community that are part of a clique. I don't want to I called it a cult one time, but Ronald Theriot says, well, it's not really a cult. It's a clique of obsessive fanatics. It's like in high school, in college, you have cliques, even in bars, dance clubs, right? When I used to go to them, there were cliques of people who ostracized anybody new that was not part of the clique. They would not have a conversation with anybody outside the clique. This is why when I'm on Eric's show, when I used to go on Eric's show, people would make sarcastic remarks at me, and everything I said, they were dead silent. Even on Ronald's show, people are dead silent. If I say something funny, not a word, not a sound. If I play the kazoo, not a word. No matter what. If I give a review, nobody fucking says cheers to me. Nobody. So my feelings about all this is long running and deep. I just want to, you're talking about talking man to man. I'm talking to you. I'm telling you the truth, God's honest truth. Okay, so there's method to my madness. Believe me, there is. I notice everything. No, I know. I understand. No, you're fine. I know. If I tell you that you're not going to be in the middle of the wheel, you can take that to the bank. You're not going to be in the middle of the wheel. Okay, now, Jason, you were saying something. You started to say something very wise. Oh, what happened? You're muted. Hold on, Jason.
Sorry, I was muted. I didn't want any sounds to interrupt with what you were saying.
Yeah, no. You were beginning.
Maybe I'll just add my 2 cents here.
A story. You can tell me a story.
Yeah, but I might just add something to what you said.
Okay,
and maybe I'll just look directly in the camera because this is honest.
Let's do it right.
Okay, and forgive me, I'm a little tired, so my eyes are a little red and all that. But if there's anyone out there that wishes not to have their likeness in the center of the wheel, if you tell us, we will certainly not do it. Like James said, right? We are not here to create enemies or have animosity amongst people. We are here for entertainment purposes. So if you make your choice and statement not to be at the center, we will 100% abide by those wishes. You can guarantee it. Okay.
Now, I will give my take on something. I have a strong desire to put in the middle of the wheel people that are acting like babies and being spiteful, like someone who got very offended that his an image of him sleeping was in the middle of the wheel. You notice he's not here. Well, that's okay because he stopped barbecuing. He started making very, meals that were not attractive for the show. Right? So he's not here. One person is not here because he knows he ratted out me. Another person's not here because the person who does weekly shows that ratted me out is not here. One person that goes live and talks nonstop. That and mind you, I was on his show, and he welcomes me, and he's very nice to me, and I'm very nice to him, and I have no problem being on his show. But he doesn't come on my show, but he wants me to come on his show, but he won't come here. So okay, and I don't like bullshit. I don't like people playing like immature games. Okay, these are the individuals that are not upfront and tell me the truth. Because if they told me the truth, then I would give them my opinion and without arguing, and that's it, and leave it at that. They tell me why they're not on, I'll tell them what I think. And that's it. Leave it at that. So these are the people that I want to be in the center. But miscellaneous, it will never be you. So don't worry about that. Okay, and you were going to tell a story.
Yeah, so back to healthy living. And again, I don't remember where I heard this, but it effectively said, think of yourself 20 years older and try to live that way, right? So, I admit I probably could stand to lose 20 pounds. Probably the majority of the people in America, maybe more, right?
Right.
And but you sort of prioritize it. Like I could do it. It would mean cutting down on some of the things that I like beer and steak and potatoes and things like that. But if I really wanted to, I'm confident that I could. I certainly don't eat any sweet things. I don't have a sweet tooth, so I don't eat dessert, pie, cake, cookies, candy, any of that stuff.
All right.
But I think my problem is I like the savory, right? So mashed potatoes, gravy, meatloaf, turkey, that chicken, all that stuff, right? But I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you were to say, okay, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed tonight, like I'm gonna open a 12-pack and I'm gonna finish that 12-pack, right?
Right.
Well, it's fine today, but imagine if like you were 65 years old doing that, right? Like you, James. There's no way you would drink a 12-pack of beer in a day, right?
Well, I'm not 65, but
I know.
I'm closing in on it.
Yeah.
But I've always took supplements and antioxidants and ate organic food. I always took care of myself. So
yeah.
And heredity has a lot to do with it too. But
now I would say maybe you could put my. We just got this in the mail today. It's a. Oh, there we go, Jordy. Vitamin C. Is that like an effervescent? Drop it in. You're muted.
Are those the wafers that you put in water and it's like Alka-Seltzer?
Oh, sorry. But yeah, you basically just it's just tablets, Swick.
and you put them in water and they fizz, they bubble.
Yeah. I take these every day.
Can you add it to your beer?
Add it to a beer?
Well, listen, you drink flavored ale, right? Sometimes. So what the hell?
What the hell, right? Let's go live. Let's see. Let's just
Oh,
see what happens.
screw it, man.
It'll probably foam all the way over the top.
Listen,
I'm going to try it. Vitamin C capsule in beer. Holy shit.
Vitamin C or ascorbic acid has a very strong lemony flavor. It has a lemon flavor. So it'll be like squeezing a lemon wedge in a beer.
This is blood orange flavor. Blood orange flavor. Look at that.
Oh
wow, James.
No, you got to tilt the bottle.
It's spilling.
Yeah, you can't put the vitamin C wafer in that. A tablet.
This is pretty cool, right? This is healthy.
Wait, yeah, you got to tilt the bottle. Yeah, let the foam go way down, and then put your vitamin C in it, and then we'll check out this experiment.
Vitamin C in it already.
You know what?
It's blood orange flavor as well. Blood orange flavor.
If you want to take, oh, look at that! It's even blood orange flavored. That is really, really a great product. I have to say.
It smells like the dentist.
I would take 3 a day, 3 grams. 3 grams a day is a good maintenance.
Yeah, it's 1,000 grams. I take 1 a day, but I have took 2 a day before because they're actually really nice in water. It's blood orange flavor. They're really nice as well. So talking about healthy living, vitamin C with beer.
Yeah, let's wait. Tip me off when the foam goes way down. Then we'll see how that vitamin.
I can try it right now.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Yeah, throw it in. All right.
Look at that, James. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it looks like oh, it's in there already.
Yeah, it's already like
it's in there.
Just show us again, Jordy. At the bottom, you can see the tablet there. Yeah.
That's why it's orangey. Ah, I see the tablet. I see it. Oh, there it is.
This is science.
That's a gram of vitamin C with blood orange.
Wow. Which
means you got bioflavonoids in there from the orange pith.
Holy shit, that's fucking dynamite.
Yeah. Got something there now. You killed two fish with 1 oyster.
Vitamin beer. That's good, guys.
Vitamin C beer. This is the first on my show, man.
Vitamin C beer, James.
This is a very, very unique, historic experiment.
Exclusive to Progressive Discussions.
Yes, by Jordy from Scotland. That's it. You see it. He's got high vitamin C beer that he created.
Science, bitch.
Science, bitch. You're right. All right. Cheers. Double cheers. Triple cheers for Jordy.
Wow, I'm going to enjoy this.
All right. I'm going to go. We're going to switch now to Mr. Jason. He's going to show the prod dick that he has. The spatchcock vitamin.
So we got in the mail today.
Costco. Okay.
Costco. Now, I will tell you, admittedly, I'm with Mr. Terrio. I don't want to spend money to save money, but I got overruled, and you know how that goes, James.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So you just go along with it, right? Whatever. But
because otherwise you'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah. So in this magazine, which is kind of cool, there's a lot of good articles in it, but a lot of it has some good advertisements. So I thought this was interesting here. And the glare is bad. This is it's by a company called U Theory. And they have a turmeric. I think you sent me a video on turmeric the other day.
Yes, and I've been watching a lot of videos by doctors on turmeric, which has curcumin.
That's right.
Now,
and collagen And maybe
Now,
just one more
Jason,
add.
Jason, collagen is that that's good for your skin and stuff, yeah? Collagen.
Skin, hair, and nails. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
yeah, yeah.
but turmeric is a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. Powerful. Right.
Here's something.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if I can.
But the thing with turmeric, with curcumin, is two very important things. You have to take it with black pepper, unless there's black pepper extract in it, like my turmeric supplement.
Let's take a look here.
You have to take it with black pepper, which has active ingredient piperine, and you have to take it with some fat because curcumin is fat soluble. So you have to take it with any form of fat. Well, that's liquor. Mardi Gras.
Nice.
Oh no, that's the holiday. Mardi Gras.
You're right. You have to, yeah, because it's like an active ingredient that'll actually cause it to start working, right?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, because curcumin is fat soluble. You have to take it with some form of fat.
Hey, let me share this, James. If you can go back to
Then,
the.
Black pepper. Okay.
So see how this has black pepper in it. See that?
Oh, it has the piperine. Yes, black pepper. Okay.
So it has. I know this is a little.
Those are capsules or tablets?
Capsules.
Good, very good. And is it standardized? Is the curcumin standardized? Is there a percentage number next to curcumin?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm going to give this a try though, and I'll let you know what I think.
Yeah.
But I thought, healthy living. There's a lot of good information in this book. There's all sorts of. You go to Costco, right? And this is where I was kind of. My problem with Costco is such that you go in there for one thing and you come out with a cart full of stuff you don't need, right? And
that's what happens to me in Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. That happens to me even in ShopRite supermarket. Yeah.
So here you go. Testosterone support.
Well, be wary of Weeder, even though he's dead.
Joe Weeder, the Mr. Olympia guy, right?
But it's true what it says all the way on top. Ashwagandha, the ancient Indian Ayurvedic herb, has been proven to significantly increase testosterone in both men and women. That is very true. Nature made, and they're improving. It's a run-of-the-mill company that I see in pharmacies. I wouldn't buy it because I'm not impressed by their sophistication. I get a lot of Swanson vitamin products from. They're from Fargo, North Dakota.
You know what, guys? I did this as a joke, but this vitamin C beer is really fucking nice. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
It looks good.
Look at the color on that.
So you got something going here, man.
My pet wants to say hello as well. Holly wants to say hello.
Hello, kitty. Hello. Okay, you were going to show me something, Jason?
Oh no, I'm done. I was just. It's interesting, right?
Yeah. Oh, we did. Did we spin the wheel at least once with the brown noser in the middle?
We did. That's where we got healthy living from.
Oh, okay. A brown nosing. Yeah, brown nosing sycophants. They don't have any. They don't have much self-esteem, so they really need to latch themselves onto someone's rising star. Ride their coattails, or just look at them like they were like Santa Claus or something. Like they can't make their own decisions. They need a guru to tell them what to do, how to live, what hobbies, so on and so forth. They're not independent, free thinkers, and they're spineless. And people on the job that do it are despicable. They're usually not union members. They're although they can be, they're company people, like the company man, or the man who's totally controlled by their girlfriend or wife, so on and so forth. Let me see. Oh, I don't know. Okay. No, I was just looking at the.
Yeah, I sent him a wee
Yeah, you
private
sent me
chat.
the messages. All right. Well, we have so many. Well, let's put it this way. Hold on. I need to do something. Absolutely. 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 Okay.
All right, should we spin the wheel again?
Yeah. Yes. Let's continue with that wheel. Uh, uh, all of the looks like all of the people from the cult, the craft beer cult community, have decided not to come on the show.
How come? I'm from the crappier community and I'm here.
Yeah, but you're in Scotland. You're not petty. You're a smart alpha male. You're a cool cat.
Thank you, James. You're a cool cat too.
You're not like them.
I'm enjoying this vitamin beer.
Most of these pussies are American, unfortunately.
Is that water, right? Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, that's look at the surprised look on his face. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll mute my mic.
UN NATO dilemma. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because the president of Ukraine, he made a statement that he asked practically every NATO country in Europe if Ukraine can join NATO, and they all turned him down. They all said no because they were afraid of what would happen concerning Vladimir Putin. So they they're they became raisin balls. They folded like cheap cameras. They became pusillanimous. Yeah, pusillanimous pipsqueaks. And
Sorry, James, you broke up there. Can you repeat what you just
yeah,
said?
they became cowards basically because they were afraid of the repercussions from Vladimir Putin. So they turned down the president of Ukraine when he asked individual NATO leaders if Ukraine can join NATO. So they according to him, he said this on the national news, that the NATO countries individually turned Ukraine down, and my idea is that considering the fact that no modern trained army ever ultimately defeated guerrilla warfare, a guerrilla war, that the Ukraine should have, unless they already did, they should have prepared. After Crimea, they should have built many tunnels where the Ukrainian military could hide. And this way they can pop up like the Viet Cong, like North Vietnamese did, pop up out of tunnels, shoot, bomb, and then go back into hiding quickly. Just like the Russians when they lost to the Taliban in Afghanistan. And the United States also lost to the Taliban in Afghanistan and to the North Vietnamese. So, and what they have in common is they fought a guerrilla war. Guerrilla warfare works. So my recommendation to Ukraine is to don't fight them on the open field because you're outnumbered You're out tanked. Russia has a lot more hardware on the battlefield than you, a lot more men. So what you got to do is you got to fight sneaky guerrilla warfare and urban
James,
warfare.
can I just say something? Can I just say something?
Yeah, no, everybody can talk. Go ahead.
Peace to all the innocent lives that were lost in Ukraine. Peace to all the innocent lives that were lost. It's unfortunate. Vladimir Putin is an arsehole, and he will get what's coming to him. There's no need for this war. War, huh? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Well, Vladimir Putin is he's a despot, an autocrat, a typical fascist dictator.
Yeah.
And he doesn't represent real socialism. He doesn't represent communism. He represents himself.
Exactly.
He's
it's all about power. Yeah. He's all about power. He's a narcissist.
With power. He's narcissistic, egomaniacal. He's obsessed with power. Power hungry.
Oh, yeah.
Now he mentioned nuclear missiles. So what is he going to do? So now Ukraine wants to negotiate with him. So what is he going to do now? He's going to mention nuclear missiles with all of Europe and to try to bully them into turning over all of, to turning over their countries and so Vladimir Putin can be an emperor of the Russian Empire. He can be a new emperor.
He's trying to be like Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, he might very well be a modern day Adolf Hitler and Napoleon or Bonaparte.
It's fucking scary, James. It scares me because if he attacks Scotland, if he tries to attack United Kingdom, he's gonna attack Scotland first. Because we have all the oil, we have all the nuclear weapons underground and stuff like that. So pretty much, if there's war going to break out and he aims for United Kingdom, he's going to hit Scotland first. So.
now, these people in the United States,
yeah.
we have pussies in the United States that says, "Oh no, don't impose all these sanctions on Russia. You're going to upset Vladimir Putin." Hey, what do you do with bullies? You're supposed to stand up to them, right?
Yes, exactly. Put Vladimir Putin in his place. Vladimir Putin, I hate him.
I think the nuclear missiles is psychologically a phallus symbol that represents the manhood that Vladimir Putin doesn't have. It's like an extension, a prosthesis of a penis.
Exactly, James. Yeah.
He's not going to invade Scotland. Scotland is not on his mind. Ronnie S. says, okay, let's spin, like Ronnie S. also says, let us spin the wheel. Hold on, brother.
Before we spin it, Ronnie S., would you like to add any comments or any subjects or any topics to the wheel? We will add them at your request.
Yes, if you have any new topics that are not on the wheel already.
Ronnie, come aboard the Progressive Discussion Show.
All right.
Now I hope you're not on. I hope the reason why you're not on the show is because your significant other told you're spending too much time on live stream internet and scolded you. I hope that's not the reason.
I haven't seen Ronnie S. on, unless I'm not following the same people. I haven't seen Ronnie S. on a.
Well, no. Ronnie goes on Ronald Terrio shows because they like the structure, seriousness, structure, and serious.
Well, Progressive Discussions is nice and chill.
We have everything. We get serious. We have structure. We teach. We get ferocious. We have sense of humor. We have We talk about nostalgia. We talk about just about anything. Open topic. So but what we're not is we're not part of a clique. We're not part of an ass kissing, brown nosing sycophant clique like some of these other craft beer review communities where everybody is kissing each other's ass saying cheers, 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 cheers. Every other minute it's cheers. Ah, motherfucker. All right.
James, that's funny. I want to see.
Cheers.
Let's see you do that again. That is kind of.
Cheers, everybody. Hold on.
Actually, speaking of cheers, let me just show you something here, James. 1 second.
Happy days are here again. Oh.
What's up, everybody?
Hello, Eric.
Yes.
Thomas Miller 55 is here. And
Look at
what
this.
is
It's like an anime character.
He's got something
Fucking
there.
awesome.
Ah, jawohl, you got a Stein.
Oh, a Stein of beer.
It's a Stein. Look at that's a beautiful work of art, man. Look
This-
at
Yeah,
that.
that is
this
beautiful.
is- I'll tell you the story here. This is about 60 years old. Okay,
Oh.
hand painted.
60, huh?
A friend of mine who is 60, his father purchased this when he was living in Germany when he was a teenager, I believe,
That is
and then he gifted it to me.
Hmm.
So I thought, when you say cheers, so this is like an heirloom piece. I should have this like in a case or something, right? But
damn right.
when you say cheers, you've
Whoa.
like, this is a real mug to cheer someone with.
Yeah,
I
but-
mean, right? Like,
Oh yeah, that's
have-
very nice.
I have to be very serious about.
so cheers, Eric.
Yeah, cheers,
You
Eric.
got me $1,000 mug here. Cheers.
I'm sure Eric really appreciates that work of art, that antique or whatever. You got to put that in a case. You better safeguard that thing.
I
That is
know.
a beautiful, beautiful work of art.
It's hand
Yeah.
painted and it's about 60 years old. And, I've never had anything in it, but
So wait, 19. What year is it from then?
probably from the 60s. The guy probably bought it in somewhere in the 1960s.
Wow.
It's Germany. It's German, so I don't speak the language, but whatever that means.
Right.
It's very
Yeah.
nice, Jason.
So
I like
I
that.
brought this out for you, Eric. Cheers! It's great to see you. Only
Cheers.
the best, right?
Yeah, I got
I'll
to
be right
a. I wasn't on here as early as I would have liked to. I got to a couple of local breweries in the central part of the state of Massachusetts, and then we got the family and I got some food afterwards. I got a pulled pork macaroni and cheese after tasting a flight that consisted of, at 2 different breweries, a total of 16 different beers. One of these beers, let me be kind of serious. There we go. One of these beers we drank was a very sour Belgian white ale. I don't know what causes a Belgian white ale to taste completely soured, but I guess
It's called a lambic style beer. It's to do with the yeast. It's
they
to
were
do with
trying
the
to make
yeast.
they were trying to make a Belgian white at one of these breweries, and it was completely soured. I don't know if the yeast strain got infected or whatever
Yes.
it was, but this yeast was dirty. It tasted like a sour, like a Blue Moon or like a Hoegaarden, right? Take a Hoegaarden and it
Oh,
tastes
yeah.
completely soured. Hoegaarden should not taste completely sour, and that's how this Belgian white tasted. It was kind of off. I don't know what happened to that beer.
All right.
Some of that was gross, but the first brewery we went to, called Craft Roots in Milford, Massachusetts, US of A, was I bought a 32-ounce growler of a coconut porter back. That thing was tasted like coconut vanilla cake. It was real good.
You're busting my cool yuns about the cheers. But I
By the way, sorry. Eric, it's good to see you. Cheers to you. Bud.
Good
You
to see
too.
you. Jason,
Great, I like that
Stein.
beer. Great beer. Corona
Stein.
Azul.
Let me
I
tell
know,
you.
right?
Do you have let me ask you a question. Do you have a china cabinet in the dining room?
Me?
No, I don't. We have a buffet. If you know what a buffet is.
I know what a buffet is.
But we didn't buy like the cabinet with the glass like doors on it. We didn't. That would stack on top. We didn't buy that. So I keep all this stuff like hidden behind the. So that no one's ever going to touch that thing. It's in the back of a counter. But I thought, that's about the coolest thing I've got.
That is.
Okay, you ready?
That is a beer lover's ultimate collectible. That's Stein.
I know.
I mean, even Eric can agree how precious that thing is. Hold on. We have to see something first.
I am not Eric. I am the Vladimir Putin.
Oh, that is Putin Froheimer. I mean, Putin.
Don't fuck with me, Poland, and don't fuck with me, Finland.
I am Vladimir Putin. I am arsehole, yes.
You know what
crap.
Putin means? It means put it in. Putin, put it in. That's what he tells the Russian girls, the pee-pee girls. Yeah.
Jesus. Now forget this. Forget this.
Oh, there he is, the great wheel. All right.
No, we're talking about
Oh, college tuition. What a ripoff. What a racket. Anybody have anything to add about today's college tuition?
College tuition.
Yeah, right? University of Puget Sound, Tacoma, Washington. I have a good friend that went there back in the 80s. And I asked him, how much did you pay to go to school there? It was about $2,000 a quarter.
Okay.
So about $6,000 a year.
That's not bad.
Times 4, about 24 grand. If you live on campus, it's close to double that. So not cheap, but certainly not what you'd pay today. Today is about $65,000 a year. So you graduate. Let's say you don't get any tuition assistance or whatever. You graduate with about 65 times 4. What is that? 260 grand or so.
That's about right.
In debt. But think about that, Eric. I mean, this guy lost his hair talking about the subject.
Oh yeah, he's like Dr. Reed.
But Jay Carroll said that his daughter went to University of Alabama for free. Didn't have to pay anything.
Free? Wow, that's pretty good.
So I meant to ask him how that worked out or how he was able to do that. But I never did get a chance to speak to him. But it's a racket, James, right? I mean, it's a total racket.
Oh yeah, I mean these young people owe like some of them owe like 100 or 200 grand, right, for to go to an Ivy League school, and how they're going to pay it off? The job market is not good. The economy is not good. How are they going to pay that off? And then live on the entry level salary. I mean, they entry level. These companies want 5 years. These companies want 5 years plus experience.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, man, that is so good.
We need to hire someone that is entry level. Okay, well, what do you need? Well, you need like 3 degrees and 10 years experience. So that's not entry level, right?
No,
It's not entry level. So how do you get like this old commercial when I was in the 70s? There was an Indian guy who says, "How do you get a job without the experience. And how do you get experience without the job? And you know what? It's true. It still holds true today. You know, it's they don't want a person with a great kick-ass resume because they don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay these guys.
They don't want to pay such an employee. Is the Swami, the guru of beer. Meh. There is Captain Meh. Hey, Meh.
So anything else on college tuition, James, or?
No, I have nothing else to say besides it's a racket.
And I also think that when it comes to college tuition and the kind of a degree you get, if you go to some illustrious school, say you're like me, and you wanted to maybe go down the Berkeley College of Music route, which I never ended up doing, and I went to State College here in Massachusetts, which was just fine, right? You're getting the exact same degree that has all the exact same
Accredited
accolades or whatever you want to call it, the exact same requirements to get your exact same degree. It just has a different name on that diploma, which some people may go, Berkeley, oh, you're an collegiate student there. Oh, Westfield State College I went to out in Western Massachusetts. That doesn't mean it. It means the exact same thing on a piece of paper too. So you're spending a lot of money if you really think you need to have the illustrious name on said piece of paper in your diploma, right? You don't need to spend, you don't have to spend that much money to get the exact same degree. Now, say the education is different, that may be. Your quality of experience can obviously vary from person to person, but the exact same degree is going to be the exact same degree no matter where you got it. No matter how much you paid or how little you paid for it. That's what I said.
Cheers to Eric. Eric, cheers.
I
Awesome.
agree with you, Eric.
Cheers.
Also, I love that stuff you're doing with your camera as well. It's fucking amazing, man. It's entertaining.
Snap camera. Download Snap Camera. And then you
Try to,
choose
dude.
Snap Camera
Try to
as
do it,
your
and it didn't
before
work.
you start StreamYard. You can't do this in the middle of StreamYard. So you have to close this out and start over again. But, yep. Snap Camera.
Oh, yeah, I tried that and it didn't work. I don't know how to do it, but that's so
We can
fucking
show you
cool.
off air one day if you want. Sure.
Yeah, sure. That would help.
Well, this is the real India. Oh, never mind that.
What's cool,
Anyways,
what's cool about the one Eric is doing is you can do like an old VHS that has like little crackly lines going through it, and
Oh, yeah.
like where the
Cheers.
Ukraine.
to my
Yeah,
fellow
you're
brethren and pals and compadres dealing with that crap.
Compadres?
You want to see VHS?
Since when did you turn Spanish? Compadres?
Compadre.
That's awesome. Spin that wheel.
There we go, the VHS one. Yes, how cool is that?
The VHS one. It's like the line's going down the screen.
Meh.
Okay, ready?
Static stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, James, you take over on that one, please. You got a lot of opinions.
What's that?
That's
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook we're talking about.
Yes, the guy
Robot.
that throws glitches at me day and night, every day. There's always a glitch to deal with. The guy that steals your private information and sells it to other companies.
Russia.
Any private company willing to pay him. You know, he's a member of the tribe. He has a big hawk nose, and he is a piece of shit in the worst way. And I think karma is starting to bite on his ass a little harder because he's being investigated. But
we both use his platform, right?
We use his platform. We use other platforms, but it's not without stress. He's a constant source of stress, and
Wait, are you talking about Zuckerberg?
yeah,
Mark Zuckerberg, yeah,
he's
man.
he's anti First Amendment. He puts people in Facebook prison.
He looks like a fucking robotic alien to me.
Yeah, he is. But
Honestly,
he doesn't believe in giving your honest opinion about anything. He's worried about offending someone. Same thing with Twitter. Twitter does the same thing. They don't want to offend anyone.
Mark Zuckerberg here.
Hold on. Let me see.
Eric, all of that.
You like my eagle nose?
Yeah, well, it's got to be more. You got to put a bump on. It's got to be more hawkish.
How about that one?
Hawkish. Hold on. Actually, I got to
Number
tell.
one. Number two. Ooh, that one's weird.
Yeah, he had a nose job though on that one.
It's like
Yeah.
a drag queen.
He's under some kind of criminal investigation, is he right now?
Who?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he's
No. I think there's investigation phase. I think he's under something. Facebook. Wait a minute. What's the latest news here? Viral. Wait a minute. There's something that's going on with Mark Zuckerberg currently. What is it? There's something going on. Yes, he's being grilled, but no. Well, he was added to a Facebook privacy lawsuit. So yeah, okay. He's been under close scrutiny in a federal privacy probe in the United States. All right. The New York Times said in the District of Columbia case, which grew out of the Cambridge Analytica scandal, could expose the chief executive to financial and other penalties. So here, the Attorney General of the District of Columbia added Facebook's chief executive Mark Zuckerberg to a consumer protection lawsuit in one of the first efforts by a regulator to expose him personally to potential financial and other penalties. All right. There you go.
all right.
None of those actions have directly addressed the role played by Mr. Zuckerberg, who has more than 50% of the control of voting shares. So he can veto whatever the hell he wants, I guess.
You know, the best alias Zuckerberg can use is Mr. Beekman.
Beekman.
Like Beekman Turner Overdrive, you know?
God.
Yeah.
James, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, no problem.
And another news article that came out yesterday, he says Mark Zuckerberg says he is, quote, aware, unquote, he will die someday, discusses meaning of life. What does that mean? Well, I do a fair amount of extreme sports type stuff, so I'm definitely aware of it. Okay. What the hell? Yeah, we mentioned that you are mortal. Are you afraid of death? He says, I mean, I'm definitely aware of it. I do a fair amount of extreme sports stuff, so I'm definitely aware of it. He says he trains hard. So if I'm going out in a 15-foot wave, I'll make sure we have plenty of safety gear and make sure that I'm used to that spot, and all that stuff. What? He's doing this Mark Zuckerberg guy's doing extreme sports, and he's gonna die from doing extreme sports.
Oh, he surfs. So he's trying to say he surfs because he lives in Hawaii.
Yes.
Well, he also wanted to get rid of all native Hawaiians from the island that he lives on because he wants the entire island to himself and his wife.
That's never gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. You can't do
in
that
no one's lifetime.
Yeah, you see how power mad these people are. I mean, yeah, there we go. Yeah. The Grim Reaper is with us. The Grim Reaper. There he is.
Hello. How are
He's a decent looking guy, the Grim Reaper. I like him. The good thing about Grim Reaper is he can drink all the beer he wants, and all he needs is a mop and a bucket. He'll never have to buy any more beer again. Right? Because the beer will go right through him.
I met the Grim Reaper.
No, that's a guy that needs a lot of antioxidants.
Jesus. Yeah.
That was Damien from The Omen, the other dude.
Oh.
Damien Fraunfelter.
Ew. Yeah. Damien
Fraunfelter. How did your gig go last night? Did you play?
Well, we started playing, and then the bass drum head completely broke and panicked a little bit. We got somebody else's bass drum to fill in for the one that shit the bed during performance. I still was a little shooken up about that whole thing. It took me a little while to get back into playing mode, but we ended up playing, and it sounded pretty good after that. But it's a little jarring when your gear just completely craps the bed while you're on stage. And I got there really early. I had everything set up. I was pretty ready to go. Then that happened. So I'm gonna have to, because we're gonna play another gig this Saturday in Connecticut. So I better make sure I get a new head and make sure the gear's working properly. And then the next week we're gonna go into the studio and record. So I got to make sure everything is functioning and working properly before next events happen this week. Yeah.
Well, you guys get a lot of gigs in Connecticut.
Yeah, we do really good in Connecticut for whatever reason. Yeah, we got paid $100 to play that show yesterday. That was pretty good.
There's New Haven. There's the Hartford area. There's the Mystic Seaport, which
that area is really good for us. Yep.
This includes Groton and New London.
Yep. Yeah, that was just a little. I mean, it was just a little jarring the way that turned out. But we fixed it. We had to rectify the situation live, unfortunately, and it sounded better after that. But just like I could tell that the bass drum head had broke, so I had another bass drum pedal. I was playing with that, and then that thing broke through the head, and I'm like, I looked at my guitar player. I'm like, we got to stop playing. We got to stop the show. And that's when our singer said, that's not happening. And we got another bass drum really quickly so we could finish the performance. And that's what you need to do. You gotta take the bad with the good, and you gotta just move along with however you can. I just felt really embarrassed that it had to happen while we played. Like that's the last thing you want to have happen is your gear problems and your equipment. Not you, but your equipment's failing you. That's the last thing you want during a live performance.
Because people are looking forward to hearing your band, and they don't want any abrupt changes like that.
No, I mean there were a lot of people at this place we played. It was huge. Well, this place we played was called Pins, P-A-N-Z. It was in a town, Kingston, Massachusetts, over by Plymouth, Massachusetts. It was a big place in the mall. It's where people were going on Fridays. People were going on a Saturday night. A lot of action going down. It was a free show, so when you immediately came into the building, you were hearing live music and you were hearing us play. It was a nice big club it was not even just a club. It was the bowling alley, but it was a huge stage, huge sound system. It was pumping. People were there. There were a lot of people there. It was packed. So we were doing.
For you viewers that are wondering what we're talking about, Thomas Metal 75 is the official drummer for the heavy metal independent band Oxblood Forge, and they do have albums and they do have a website. They're out there. They're on the internet, and their primary. They're on Facebook too, but their primary website. Could you copy and paste their website and put it?
Certainly, yeah, I can post it
in the
place to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will do that.
So I could put it in the comments section so the public can see it. They can see it, and they can purchase memorabilia. I mean,
I got a link in
merchandise.
I got a link in the actual chat of this stream here.
They can purchase Oxblood Forge merchandise as well. There you go.
Did the link show up?
Not yet. Not yet.
It might be. This whole StreamYard thing might not, or YouTube might not like you adding links to things. How about that? Did that show up?
You know what? Put it into private.
There you go.
And then I will copy and paste it and transfer it. Yeah, they suck.
Sure.
You know, they want total control of everything you do.
You can't post links.
That's true, them. I say link. Screw their upper management. I say link. There we go. Oxblood Forge, people. Oxblood Forge.
Here we are in the background.
All right,
James, I'm back. Sorry about that.
So we're about to spin Zuckerberg.
Oh, you want to put Oxblood Forge in the?
No. Well, let's see
Put them on the wave you want. We can talk about localized music and
let's have the big nose. Well, let's see the hawk nose spinning around in circles.
Okay, we're gonna go with a different picture of the eagle beak.
Yeah, but uncomplimentary. You know, like one where he looks like like a geek.
Well, so that's every photo.
There's
not one specifically.
Hold on. All right, yeah,
He looks angered.
anger. All right, spin it away.
Put it in. There you go, Cleveland.
Car said, you know, this would be perfect if Mr. Clean came on the show. Hey, Mr. Clean, man, how come you're not on the show? He had an experience with Car Shield, and what happened was Car Shield actually picked and choose what repairs they wanted to pay for. Now, that's not what the commercial says. I mean, they don't mention that you're gonna have to pay out of pocket for some of your repairs because Car Shield just refuses to.
Mr. Clean?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Clean.
He looks like that. He's got the white T-shirt and everything. Yeah. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, da 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 da. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they picked and choose what they wanted to pay for. They suck. Car Shield sucks. They're in the Chiseler's Hall of Shame.
Chiselers?
Well, how about this, James? I think that, you know, if you were to sort of rank, like, who do you trust more, right? Do you trust gas station sushi more than a used car salesman, right?
Gas stations, gas station mechanics. Well, the going rate for mechanical labor is pretty high. Oh, you know what we talked about one time? We showed articles how these new car apps like Carvana and Vroom, you know, where people could buy cars through your app, that they were not what they were cracked up to be. That they were a bit dishonest, like a car dealer, and yeah. So they're so I guess all of capitalism is greedy, dishonest, and corrupt. I can't find anybody honest, really. You know, except
you gotta buy from somebody that wants them.
You got to buy, except the company who made this kazoo. I mean, they're pretty honest.
But you're all buying from somewhere that's trying to make money at the end of the day, and even if you're going to your local whatever place to go and get the oil change, half the time, or more than half the time, they're going to come back to you. They're going to come through that door. We're in the waiting room, right? And they're going to say, "Hey, Mr. Fraunfelter, okay." They're going to show you like 4 or 5 different things that aren't wrong with your car, but they're going to say, "Well, this, and this needs to be repaired in your car."
When you see this from the oil change place or the mechanic, that means get ready to spend.
Well, all you need to do is all I really do in that instance is say exactly. I'm not doing any of this today. Exactly what do I need to drive safely off of your lot? And then they'll still probably give you bullshit. So I'll just say, just do the oil change I asked you to do. So I'm giving you money for. That's it. If I got to go get a multi-point inspection at the dealership that my car needs every whatever 10,000 miles, whatever, I'll do that. That's who I'll trust to tell me if something needs to be done with that car. Otherwise, I'm not listening to Mighty Key or Jiffy Lube that wants me to fix 5 different things in my car.
Right.
Clean shaven. All right.
Yeah. Clean shaven. Yeah, I used with the electric razor. I used the cornstarch baby powder.
Ooh, what?
Because electric razors work better when the whiskers are dry. They stand up more, and but it's convenient, yes, but it's not as good as a blade. I would say a blade is more quicker and more efficient. I think they still sell the beeswax.
I got some beeswax. I got a little bit of a mustache wax thing.
Yeah, the mustache wax.
I use the what is it? The Phillips One Blade. That's the Phillips One Blade. The one blade costs about $25 and it's supposed to last you 3 months. The electric razor.
Well,
it can be expensive. Yeah.
By Phillips. I think Ford used to own Phillips. Phillips Norelco, or was it Norelco?
It was Phillips Norelco.
Yeah, they
make some Phillips Norelco blade razors.
I saw a YouTube video on how to sharpen your razor blade.
Roll your own right there.
So you won't have to throw it away, and it didn't really work. The guy had an old pair of jeans, and he took the razor, and you keep stroking it away from you, and the jeans and the friction from the jeans is supposed to sharpen your dull razor blade. Well,
on the jeans?
On the jeans, it didn't do it. It didn't work.
That's all my stuff, you ask me.
I don't know what I did wrong, but it didn't work. Oh, are you doing something special, Jordy?
Looks like a roll your own right there.
Are you rolling something, Jordy?
He's smoking a roll your own cigarette. Look at that thing.
Oh, or is that a?
I'm smoking a marijuana cigarette.
You can do it on my show. Sure, you could do it on Progressive Discussions.
Sorry, James, is that okay?
Wow.
Okay.
Light it up! Light it up!
That's legal in Scotland, right?
No, it's illegal.
Hell.
I don't care where word or I don't care.
Legalize it. Don't criticize it.
Illegal. That is Spanish for the legal.
I don't care if he's in Antarctica sitting next to the penguins. He could light it up.
I'm also wearing shades with a broken lens. If I come to this side, you can see it. The lens.
Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Are we spinning the wheel of mythicality?
Spin the wheel of mythicality. Yeah, where's Rhett and Linka?
Trying to censor my wonderful.
There's Beer Man's
that's Beer Man's house.
Oh, yeah.
He just lives in one room. That's it, right? He has like a pull-out.
There's Bumpy Roads room.
There's Bumpy Roads, one room.
And Drunken One.
Yeah, he wants to be close.
Oh, Thomas, you can take one of mine. There you go.
Oh. All right, let's roll it. There's what's that? He's got to do it. Oh, I see what you did now.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Dickhead.
Dickhead. That's the tip of Schlong or the
Tip
tip of
of the Eisenberg.
Knobhead.
There, I'm in Jordy's room. I'm in Jordy's room. Favorite vacation?
favorite vacation spot.
Queens, New York. No,
Queens, New York.
no. Trenton, New Jersey. No.
No, you don't want to go.
Trenton, New Jersey.
You don't want to go to any of these urban, the capital cities that have a big inner city urban area.
What about all the suburbs there of Seattle or places of Seattle, Washington, where all the homeless people are? Somehow they're getting cars towed to, and they're stripping the cars or the car parts, and they're leaving the empty shells of the car there in the fields. There's a place I want to go.
It's actually it's happening a lot more frequently. People are stealing the catalytic converter off of cars, and it's happening while you're in the grocery store. These guys are in creepers. You know what a creeper is, right? You lay down, it has the little wheels on it. So they basically just wheel themselves under. They got like a Sawzall, like a Milwaukee Sawzall, 2 hacks, and then they get it out within less than 3 minutes.
And nobody spots them on the street, right?
And they sell these things for like $1,000 a piece, or something like that, and then they buy drugs with it, right? So it's like,
so the cops are, where are they, in Dunkin' Donuts?
Well, that's the problem is, it's these large, like, think of like a mall parking lot, right? Thousands of cars at these things. They can just go from one to the next, but they park so close, they're just wheeling themselves underneath, right? They can't really be seen, too. It's terrible.
Well, apparently,
last place to vacation. No,
Los Angeles, San Francisco has a growing homeless population, but I like any picturesque, lovely place that has an all-inclusive resort. I like all-inclusive.
Do they have any of those resorts in New Jersey?
Not that I know of, but I wouldn't want
maybe
to
in Atlantic City back in the 60s.
Maybe Atlantic City. Atlantic City might have packages like that, but I want to go somewhere that's different. I want to see palm trees and white sand, or I want to see
Miami. Go to Miami.
Nah, Miami. That's a bad neighborhood.
Oh,
is
God.
it?
Yeah, I don't want to go to the ghetto.
Maybe like San Diego or something.
San Diego. No, why did they write that song, Eric? Jacking It in San Diego.
The guy was horny. I have no idea.
Jacking It in San Diego.
There's a song called Jacking It.
To go jacket. I mean, I was fine in San Diego. I didn't have any increase in libido or.
Featured in a song of the animated TV show South Park, jacking it in San Diego means, put bluntly, doing what publicly in the city of San Diego.
Jacking it.
Oh, you're allowed to publicly.
Wait a minute, but we're talking about South Park here. That's a crazy ass show. Woo.
Yeah.
When you're talking about South Park, shit's about to get real.
I think I would like to go to Scotland someday.
Now,
Eric, if you come to Scotland, then I am buying you a shit ton of fucking gear, dude.
This is
I want a shit tongue.
A shit ton. That's basically like that's got to say a shit ton, like a lot of beer.
I want a shit ton of fish and chips, smoked haddock, haggis, scones, banger sausages.
That sounds really good.
Curry chip.
James, you know what you need to try? Square sausage.
Ooh. What about blood sausage?
Look up square sausage.
Black pudding's good. Square
Wait,
sausage.
yes, square sausage. It's real butcher meat pork, but it's like shaped in a square shape,
Huh.
and it's so good. It's like sausage, but in a square shape. Yeah, it's a Scottish thing. We're fucking weird.
And then you could take. We can go to the pubs where all the Scottish girls hang out.
Oh
No, you
yeah,
don't want
oh
Scottish
yeah.
girls, do you, Jordy? I don't know.
Well, we need to go to a nightclub because that's where all the Scottish pussy go to. It's called the Garage in Glasgow. It's a nightclub.
Oh, you go here.
It's got a big van outside the front.
It's good. Like when I used to go to Cancun, the girls from like Texas and in other parts of the country, they used to even in front of their boyfriend, they used to flirt with me because they heard my accent.
Huh.
That's the same. That's the same when I'm Scottish, but see when I go to England, they all love my accent. Do you
Huh.
want some Scottish in you, babe? Trust me.
Yeah,
Trust me. I've had some English pussy as well. Honestly, they like the Scottish accent.
I think it's the fact that you're different from the people they grew up with. You're different than their culture, and
Yeah.
the difference makes you more attractive than their own people.
Woo! No dying now, James.
Let me go get some.
Coronavirus?
Let me go get some of my homemade kombucha tea to clear my throat. Hold on, people.
Yeah,
I'll be
fine.
Bathroom break, guys.
But I always wanted to go to the South Pacific, like Tahiti or Bora Bora. Hopefully Bora Bora doesn't mean boring in
Those places that James Bond used to go in those '60s movies, on that stranded island out there in the Pacific.
Oh, was that the Octopussy movie?
I believe so. Yeah, with Ursula Major. Was that it? Yeah.
Ursula Andress and who was the other? Britt
Oh,
Eklund.
not Ursula Major. Yeah, that's right.
Britt Eklund and Ursula Andress were the two blondes that were in a lot of these movies.
Mm-hmm. It always looked very picturesque over in those places.
Yeah, the turquoise. Well, you know why the water's turquoise?
Water, yeah.
The water's turquoise simply because of the white sand, because the sun reflecting off the white sand makes the water look that color.
Man, you can see all the way down. All the way down. It's clear.
And it's clear and it's crystal clear. And you know what? The white sand is not really silica. It's not sand. It's they're little sea crustaceans that have died, like little microscopic sea crustaceans.
Oh.
All right, go ahead, spin it.
Spin the mythical wheel. That is a cone head. Uh-oh. We got to spin again. No, wait a minute.
Okay. Metaphysical, it's time for da 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 da. All right, it's time for the pendulum or the copper divining rods. Crystal pendulum, are you in the mood enjoying our show? Oh yes. You like it. You like my show, right?
That's
then
racing topic. You like it.
Anyway. Okay. Is BC still pouting because his head was in the wheel last Sunday? Yes.
See, that's what I'm telling you, James.
Is he being just a big baby, having this attitude towards being in the wheel? Okay. Would he change his mind knowing that I was the very first person in the middle of the wheel?
No,
Oh, he will.
not right. I don't believe that for a second.
Oh, so he does he? So people that get upset for being in the middle of the wheel, even if I'm in the middle of the wheel, are they like legends in their own mind? Are they like delusional, make believe celebrities? Yes.
Dear mythical diamond crystal quartz, there is James asking you questions in order to get the answer that he wants? No, no. Oh,
Ooh.
ooh, Crystal.
Are these people? Is this the? Are these people like man babies? Do you consider them man babies? Yes. Yes. So, so because of StreamYard, they falsely worry about the tarnishing of their good reputation for being in the wheel with a dopey look on their face. Yes. Okay. Will Vladimir Putin really try to use nukes on Ukraine?
Yeah.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Would you say meh? Meh? It says no.
It says no.
Will the Ukraine use guerrilla warfare and become uh, a real challenge in this war to Russia? Yes. Yes. The um, does Mike Hilton uh, prefer to only go solo on his own because he thinks he's on top of Mount Olympus and he's going to be discovered?
Damn.
Yes.
Maybe.
Is okay. All right. Oh, is Mike Hilton? Did Mike Hilton secretly start hitting the bottle again?
Ooh.
Yes.
Hmm.
The little rascal. I thought he had an intoxicated look on his face one time. The little
Damn.
rascal. Now he could
Funny
be
when he thought that time.
and so in other words, is he not here because he feels threatened by yours truly, James P. Madonna?
Hmm.
Mm,
Yes.
yes. Of course he does.
Okay. All right. That's a little missing.
Damn.
Hold on.
Gotta
Okay. What do we got here? We got Thomas
got a
Meadow.
little video for you. There's a guy. There's a fighter pilot out of the Ukraine. They call him the Ghost of Kiev. And at least, I don't know where he is now, to be completely honest. As of the 24th, last Thursday of February, he himself had legitimately taken out 6 Russians in the air.
I mean, for real?
Yeah, and this is a video footage of the
Oh,
guy.
everybody's telling me that this is a video game. It's fake.
No, it's certainly 100% real. This is not fake. This is a
Thank
video
you. Thank you for
somebody
showing.
took in the sky of this guy taking out a Russian fighter. Take a look at this. Watch this.
Having a dogfight, old-fashioned dogfight.
Here comes this Ukrainian. Bam! There he goes. See you later. There's the ghost.
Oh, this guy's good. I heard he took out 6. Is that true?
6 in one day. Took out 6 Russians in one.
Wait a minute. He took out 6 Russian planes in one day?
Yeah, it was last Thursday.
Oh, this guy's like the Red Baron during World War I.
Pretty much, and that was
Rick,
another piece of footage of him taking out another Russian right there.
or Eddie Rickenbacker. I think his name was Rickenbacker, Eddie Rickenbacker, or he was on the he was the United States
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
ace. He was a
Yeah.
fighter pilot ace.
Oh yeah. Russian, the Ukrainian president confirmed that there is this such pilot that we just saw taking out another Russian right there.
And he should, you know what? He should give lessons to other Ukrainian pilots.
He knows that guy knows what he's doing apparently.
Damn right. If he took out 6 MiGs, well, he has the MiG himself. He took out 6 in one day.
Oh yeah, and that was a footage of him taking one of them out right there. Crazy.
Incredible.
Spinning the wheel. Good going.
Go ahead. There's the 007 version of Mike.
Macro versus craft beer.
That's yours, baby. That's your baby.
Oh, nice topic.
That's you guys.
So you, Eric and Jordy.
Oh God. Enough of this filtration stuff.
Well, this is a macro beer. This is a mass-produced beer.
There you go.
Foster's. From Australia. This is from Australia, but it's not actually from Australia. This is brewed in the United Kingdom. It's not even Australian, but it's an Australian company. I'm sorry, that was bullshit.
But I guess the point here is that does it? Okay, bye everybody. Does it bother you that I'm drinking a macro beer? It's not craft.
No, it doesn't bother me. I like it. I like Foster's. I buy this all the time.
I wouldn't drink that chemical laden, preservative saturated garbage. I wouldn't drink macro.
Why not?
It's for rednecks that just want to get a quick buzz.
Is that it?
No, it gives me heartburn. It's something about it gives me heartburn every time I drink it.
Is it more about your complexion than the beer's complexion? I don't really know. I don't know. I'm a kind of a person that doesn't really have. I mean, I prefer craft beers and I would rather just drink them. However, I do drink my fair share of the macro style stuff, and it's easy going. It's usually pretty cost proficient to buy the beer, so I don't mind. I look at it, to me personally, I look at it as it's a whole, not a whole nother beer style, but it is its own. They're brewing a style of beer, and it's a legitimate style of beer, and it's worth taking a look at, I suppose. And again, it's cost effective to drink some of these kind of beers every now and then, especially if you want a beer, you don't want a Russian Imperial Stout. Oh, well, God forbid Russian Imperial. But if you don't want a Russian Imperial Stout or a big old, I don't know, some quadruple ale from Belgium, whatever, you can have a little nice lighter lager beer. It's completely okay to me, but if it bothers your stomach, that's a whole different story, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, some people just don't really like the fact that they pump out millions and millions of these gallons of these beers every year, and for using little cost of these ingredients. What really does premium mean? They say premium beer. What does it really mean to people? I don't know. I can understand that. Yes, maybe to pump out that million of barrels plus a year, they got to be cutting corners to make all that beer. But look at it this way. I think a brand like Foster's Limited that does their brewing in the UK as well, they have to be a bit just like with Anheuser-Busch in InBev, making Stella Artois or Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors Light, whatever it is. They got to be very consistent from batch to batch because they got to make that thing taste that way. And I think that's what a lot of the craft beer people can really admire about the big boy corporations that make their big boy beers, because they're super consistent, and that's very hard to do even in craft brewing. So there's things to admire about the macro beers. There's things to obviously not want to strive for, but I think there's good and positive, pluses and minuses to both. I think they're, for me at least, they're both legitimate, and I like to review and look at and drink both. That's the craft beer reviewer side of my particular story. But I do think that there are a lot of craft reviewers out there. I don't want to name anybody particularly that are like, ew, forget that watered down bullshit. And then one of
Yes.
which in Virginia, I won't say his name, that says every time he drinks one of those, it's a lawnmower beer. It's a lawnmower beer. That's all you can tell me about this beer. I'm sure you can find something else to tell me about the beer. Rant over.
Some of my homemade kombucha that I ferment myself has a very, very low alcohol content, but it's naturally effervescent by fermentation. I have another gallon for 7 days from now.
Are you Banana King?
right
there on your glassware, Banana King.
No, Banana King. No. It's a chain of Spanish of Latino restaurants. Takeout, Latino takeout. Might the Banana King.
Banana milk.
Jordy, he performed a very successful experiment there, Eric, earlier today. He put a effervescent vitamin C tablet with blood orange flavoring, like Alka-Seltzer, and he put it in his beer, 1,000 milligrams, 1,000 milligrams, and it tasted really good. He said.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Banana King.
You're the Banana King.
What are you drinking there, James? Kombucha?
Oh, it's my homemade kombucha. Yeah.
Kombucha.
What's the alcohol percent on that?
I don't know.
Probably 0, right?
You can no. There's a little bit. You can Google homemade kombucha average alcohol content. It's for probiotic purposes. Like kefir or yogurt. It's mostly medicinal and nutritional purposes, but it's fermented. You use sugar. You put a cup of sugar in it, and the yeasts and bacteria and yeast from the SCOBY, which is the culture, the kombucha culture that I have that's growing. I mean, if you're willing to take care of it, it'll last forever. I mean, I could send you some a SCOBY, and you can make it.
You want to spin the wheel, James?
It's natural soda.
Spinning the wheel.
Yeah, hold on, please. I guess that means
you're making me crazy.
Oh yeah, man.
There he is.
Oh no! Don't tell him I endorse this, because I don't. But do what you want.
Yeah, I do not endorse this either. I'm just
we're just a pawn of the game, man. Got another good Ukrainian story just found out. If you want to hear that in a minute. Okay. Fun fact. Fun fact.
Religion. Oh, it's very coincidental. Religion. I look. The founding fathers, they kept church and state. They kept church and state separated for a reason. And what happened? The wheel.
I don't know.
Well, that. Anyway, sure, they kept church and state separate for a reason. Because religion should never affect laws, because no one, I repeat, no one has been able to prove that their God exists.
Mm-hmm.
Why should a religion, regardless what religion it is, or if they're what denomination or whatever they are, they have not been able to prove that their God exists, so it should not affect law. And that's it. That's all I have to say about religion. Otherwise, you're free to.
Do you think religion, James, is an organized? It's an organized racket, and all those churches, they're all non-for-profit, so they can all the money they make, they pay no taxes on it.
Yeah, it's a racket. It's racketeering. And Jesse Ventura once said that organized religion is for weak-minded people, and he's right. I mean, but they are rackets, when it comes to the donations, because I heard stories all the time that a local pastor, minister took a lavish vacation with his girlfriend from donations. I mean, instead of feeding supplying food to a soup kitchen, feeding the homeless, he took lavish vacations. Everyone needs to believe in, needs something to believe in. I believe I'll have another beer. Well, somebody could start a beer cult, and use the god of partying, Bacchus. The one that is the symbol of Mardi Gras, the trademark, the logo of Mardi Gras is the god Bacchus. I think it's from Greek or Roman mythology, and he's the god of wine and not debauchery. That's the other one. That's Pan. He's the god of intoxicating beverages and other things and partying. Anyway,
James, I just sent. I just posted on Facebook with the link to this YouTube video live stream. So hopefully some of my friends will join. I tagged you in it as well. I tagged you and Eric in it.
Well, as long as I don't get bombarded with all kinds of trolls and anybody, everybody's welcome. But I mean, I can't accommodate 10 people. Only 6.
Oh no, I didn't. Not the StreamYard link, just the YouTube link.
You mean to view? Well, yeah. Well, they could view it on my YouTube channel.
Jason, I don't think I've got you on Facebook yet.
What's that?
I don't think I've got you on Facebook yet, Jason.
I'm not on Facebook.
Oh, you're not on Facebook?
He didn't go on because I told him 1,000 times I'll make him.
So I tried to do that, but because my name and email address is associated with another account, I can't create a new account. So I said, well, I'll just.
Well, is there a way to is there a way to go into the settings and revive the old account, but just don't
I'd probably have to create a new email address with like a fake name and then associate that fake name to the account when creating it. I probably will have to do that.
Crazy if you have to do that.
Really going to Facebook again?
Just make up a fake name like Ken Adams.
Ken Adams. All right.
Someone might get that reference as a friend's reference.
Yeah, he would make a great editor of the Progressive Discussions. What do you call page on and he? I heard a female say, "You're going back on Facebook again." You know what? I'm so glad I can come and go as I please here and do anything I want. It's so quiet. You hear how quiet it is here?
Oh, guys, I'm getting a new tattoo soon, by the way. 007. I'm getting it right here.
Oh, with the gun? The 007 with the pistol?
Yeah, the 007 same with the gun at the end. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. I've got Well, this was my first tattoo. That's the wolf right there.
Okay.
Wolf. That's basically just some music signs there and a star music sign. And this is a black diamond dripping with blood that I got in memory of my granddad, because my granddad was a big Neil Diamond fan. So that's basically in respect to him. Look how skinny I am. I've got chicken arms.
No, chickens usually have slender. Well, no, actually, they have. When they say chicken legs, they're actually referring to the ankles. I think.
Huh.
I think they're referring to the ankles because chicken thighs and drumsticks can be quite, ample.
Hey, do you remember the film Chicken Run? Well, do you want to see a real chicken run?
If I started a ranch, or if I wanted to raise fighting roosters, I would call it the Bagak Ranch because that's the sound that chickens make. Bagak, bagak, bagak. Okay.
Spin that wheel.
Spin again?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Mr.
Hunter.
Louisiana Beer Reviews.
I guess the only thing I have to say about the Super Bowl is
Yeah.
there's a mask mandate in Los Angeles County, and they showed all these celebrities. Not a single one of the celebrities was wearing. Not a single one of these celebrities were wearing a mask.
Nope.
They showed like LeBron James and Matt Damon and Sean Penn and
Donald Trump was in there. Donald Trump was even at the Super Bowl.
No.
I seen a video of who was it that took this video? Steve-O from Jackass took this live video of him at the Super Bowl and Donald Trump was there.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I seen that, and yeah, I also seen that after the Super Bowl there was fucking riots in LA. I seen that. I seen there was riots in LA or something. Was that true? Is that just false or whatever?
That I don't know about. I don't know about any riots.
Well, it's over. It's past tense. We're gonna set up for one more spin of the wheel, and then Jason Cleveland has to depart us because he has visitors coming over, so he's going to close up the wheel, and that's it. And then if we want to banter a little bit more, we can do that, and then I have to go eat.
Yeah, we can banter some more.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
Hungry.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's Johnny.
Oh, nice, guys. You did it. That's awesome. Thank you for doing that. That looks so cool. That's what's up, bros.
Right.
Yeah, that's my favorite horror film. Here's Jordy.
how about a different music?
Yeah.
Oh, like some creepy ass music.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what you should do when when you're doing a show on Halloween.
A lot of the sounds were too low, I remember, and they weren't.
Right.
The volume wasn't that good.
James, whenever you do a Halloween show, you should have that added to the wheel. Like horror characters and stuff. If you do a Halloween show, when we do the
You mean like Bela Lugosi, John Carradine, Peter Lorre,
yeah,
Peter
all
Lorre,
those guys.
like
Yeah, definitely.
Karen Black, Linda Blair.
Jason, Freddy.
Yeah, that sounds like an idea.
Let's make some country music.
like honoring.
I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Uh-oh.
StreamYard sucks.
No,
Well, we already talked about that, right?
Yeah, we already talked about
Yeah.
the pitfalls of
We already talked about that. Let me change
that pencil
music
neck
again.
geek trying to push the professional version on us all.
All right, let's spin again.
well, he's not involved. He's not.
Look at it swirling. Trying to sing something.
I like that stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
Applebee's. Well, I don't like
I drove
corporate
by
chain.
one today.
I don't like corporate chain restaurants. They suck.
Spin again, James.
Yeah,
Spin
Applebee's.
again. Yeah.
How did
Applebee's is a
Applebee's
chain
get in
of tavern-style restaurants, American.
Okay, as a Scotsman, I don't know what Applebee's is. What is
Okay,
that?
okay. It's a USA restaurant chain that basically just serves American-style food and American-style macro lager beers and stuff like that. Yeah. It's a corporate run by a major corporation.
Okay.
I don't know what the equivalency is in England.
Yeah, how did Applebee's get in there?
Kind of like a McDonald's, but sit down with a menu.
No, I mean, I get airlines. They price gouge. That I know. They do price gouge. I'll never take United Airlines again because the seats were very cramped. I mean, in all directions.
Have you ever been in first class?
No, it wasn't first class. But they told me they have Wi-Fi. Guess what? The Wi-Fi didn't work
The Wi-Fi never works on an airplane.
on United Airlines, so I had to watch their propaganda advertisement over and over for 5 hours going to San Diego.
James, that sounds wretched.
You got to wear a mask if you go on a plane now.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I hate about the airlines. They charge you for everything. They charge you to check your bag. They charge you to change your flight. They charge you for alcoholic beverages on the airplane. They charge you for food. Now, if you want a pillow, they charge you for the pillow. They even charge you for a blanket.
You're kidding me. Talk about greed. Holy shit. If you want a blanket, they charge you a fee. If you want
They charge you for the blanket. And yet, these airlines, all of these airlines got bailout money during the pandemic. All of them.
They shouldn't get. I wouldn't give them one red cent. You mean you get to keep the blanket or they take it away?
It's yours to keep. But it's it's as thin. It's the thinnest blanket you've ever seen. I mean, it's probably you can see light through it. It's so flimsy.
Oh, it's like it's worse than the hospital blankets.
Yeah, exactly.
They're real thin too.
So my big thing with the airlines is
they suck, man.
Yeah.
They belong definitely in the Chiseler's Hall of Shame.
Every airline is.
Now you see how corporate America is in general. They're all screwing the consumer. They're all gouging, man.
I know.
Real estate industry with the high-rise apartments on the Hudson River here, facing New York City. They want like $5,000 a month for like a one or two bedroom apartment.
So should we do one more spin, James, and then I got
okay. one more for the road.
And then let's pick another interesting song here. Here we go.
That's good for 007. I like that song.
Yeah, me too.
Voter right,
Wow.
which is
We're
quite
right.
different. It's quite different from the voter suppression and voter IDs that the Republicans want to impose on poor neighborhoods, and then the gerrymandering. They because they know that the poor working stiff, the poor sap will vote Democrat, so they want to make sure they don't get to the polls,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much it. They just want their goal is to shrink government down to nothing except the military. And they don't want to pay taxes, and they don't want to pay a living wage with benefits. So they pretty much want slave labor, and it's all about greed. It's all about greed. Voter rights. They want to take that away. Uh, but what I don't understand is when the media talks about all this, how come nobody on CNN or MSNBC like really scolds and balls out the Republican senators and congressmen when they're on the show, like tells them off. Like they're all so nice to them. I couldn't bite my tongue with these people. I couldn't. I mean, even like AOC, and they say, "Oh, my fellow my fellow Republican colleagues." I wouldn't call them that. Respect is supposed to be earned. They're not my colleagues. They're pieces of shit. So if somebody interviewed me and I was a congressman, they say, "Hey, what do you think of what Mitch McConnell did?" I said, "He's a scumbag." It's like, tell it like it is, but they don't do that because
Or Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham was invested in privatized prisons, I heard.
Huh. I don't know. I don't really feel like we should have to, at least in the United States. I don't know what's like in the United Kingdom, but I don't feel like in the United States we should be feeling like voters don't have rights, because obviously it feels to me like if you don't have any rights, you don't have any voting rights, this whole United States governmental system doesn't even work. So basically what we're trying to do is to say that it doesn't even work in the first place, which is a whole different topic of discussion in the first place. We
Well,
have so many different laws that enable that we have so many different laws in this country, in the United States, that protect voters' rights already. So for you to tell me that we still don't have that in this country is crazy to me.
well, if you have a photo driver's license, which you had to initially provide your birth certificate, your original birth certificate with a raised stamp, a raised seal. I'm sorry, with the raised seal.
Yeah.
To the Division of Motor Vehicles in order to register to get that driver's license, and or a Division of Motor Vehicles photo ID card if you're not if you don't drive. A lot of immigrants can get that, but you have to prove that you're here legally. Now, you show your birth certificate, you got your address, you got proof of address, and usually that is the start. Then you get it. Now, when you look at the card under the light, you can see there's a hologram. There's something embedded in the card. So that card, what I'm trying to say is that driver's license with your photo or ID from DMV, that should be proof enough that you're legally in the United States and you're a citizen and you have the right to vote. Like that should be sufficient. Like the poor should not have to buy another additional ID if you already have real evidence that you're here legally or you're a U.S. citizen.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying? So
Yeah, to some people, the undocumented, you talk about that, and maybe one of the positives to saying you give undocumented immigrants into the United States. Maybe you could do the same thing if there's a kind of a similar crisis on the border in the UK, let's say, right, Jordy, where you can say, okay, you're undocumented, you're not even a citizen of our country, but if we give you driver's license, you undocumented people, I think to some people that says, well, now you're documented, now we can capture and not capture, but now we can monitor who's who because you're undocumented. Now you just become documented. I see I see more problems than positives with that whole statement. But that's one way you can look at that positively. Now you just got documented.
well, you have to show proof of citizenship, like
You're never going to be able to.
Like if somebody gets a permanent residency visa green card, okay, that's one. If somebody was born in the United States and grew up there, okay, you're a citizen. You can't. Yeah, you can. Anybody with an ID just can't vote. I mean, they should make sure you are legally in the United States to vote. I mean, that's fair.
Well, James, how about not in federal elections? Because I know I think New York City said that you can vote in like the mayoral race or for city council. You don't have to be a citizen to vote in those elections. What do you think about that?
It's not good. That's not good. You're either legally in the United States or you're not.
But even if it's not a federal, no, I agree with you. The city of New York recently said that if you're living in New York, you don't have to have citizenship. But if you're living here, you can vote in local elections.
I don't know. I feel like the giant problem with any of that is is the laws are there to protect people of this country. I mean,
Correct.
the laws are there to protect the people of this country. However, anybody else could come to this country and break the law, and then they have to be able to be accountable to the law in that country. It's not like you could go to Russia, Ukraine, the United whatever country.
I'm a sportsman. I'm a sportsman, but if I wanted to go to America and live in America, then I would behave like an American. I wouldn't break American law or anything like that. Me personally, I would love to live in America. Oh yeah, definitely. The only place I've been to in America is Colorado, and that was on a skiing trip. 2008. But like, yeah, I would definitely love to. Like, I'm a Scottish guy, but I would immigrate to America, but I would stick to their rules. You know, I wouldn't break the rules or anything. I would be.
You went to Vail, Colorado, on a skiing trip, right?
Vail, Colorado. Yes, that's it, James. Yeah, Vail, Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only place I've been to in America, and that was 2008. 2007, I think. I'm sorry, I can't remember the exact year. 2008, I think. Yeah. I was a kid. You know, I'm 26 right now, but back then I was like 8. No, like 10.
When is your birthday?
Do you want to know what? The 1st of January, 1996.
Oh, you're a New Year's baby.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You're a genuine New Year's baby. Good for you. Good for
you.
The
1st of January, 1996. Thank you, James.
The New Year's.
1st of January. Yeah, I'm a New Year's baby.
You're a Capricorn.
Capricorn. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
I'm 26 right now.
The winter baby. Yeah, winter. So, all right. Well, I know Jason has to depart us. So thank you for coming on the show as always with the wheel for a very unique. Well, they're all unique in one way or another, but a very special, unique progressive discussions. We're getting towards the end. Well, we are on the end. What am I saying? The end of February 2022. This Tuesday is Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, Carnival, followed by Ash Wednesday, which is the first day of Lent, and then every Friday afterwards, and that's it, leading up to Easter Sunday. And
You've been live for 3 hours and 20 minutes, by the way. 3 hours, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Now I hope BC remembered what I told him about that pork loin that looks disgusting in the slow cooker. I told him cut them in steaks, marinate them, and put them on your cast iron grill pan instead of putting that
Oh, Jason.
that gross.
Oh, that's adorable.
Is that a Labrador Retriever or a
He's a English cream retriever. Yeah.
English
He
cream?
just had a bath yesterday.
Cream retriever.
Cream, huh?
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
So that means he's a cream retriever. That means you give him a sip of that Irish cream.
That Irish cream, right?
Wait, what's his name? What's his name?
His name is Murray.
And
Hey, Murray.
if somebody wanted to breed Murray, he would have lots of cream for reproduction.
Yes, right.
Murray is the real true star of the show.
He's a good boy.
He's awesome. I love him, man.
He's a good boy. All right, folks. With that, James, Eric, Jordy, the panel,
Pleasure.
the 20 million people watching around the world. Be well, be safe. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Jason. You're awesome, dude.
Cheers. And that was Jason Cleveland, my illustrious political co-host and the keeper of the wheel. And I'm starting to get hungry, but I just want to say thank you to Geordie of Scotland, and
James,
to
say a wee quick something first before I go. Wait, today my new single has just actually been released in music stores, Spotify, Amazon.
What?
Your new single?
Yeah.
Shouldn't we?
Night Energy, Keep On Getting On. It was a song I wrote, and it's basically about getting over a breakup. You know, when you're being with a girl and you break up with her.
Have the lyrics? Are you want to sing it while I play the kazoo? Or,
Oh no. I was just telling you guys about it. Night Energy, Keep On Getting On. My single's just been released, so yeah.
Congratulations, and congratulations, of course, to Oxblood Forge and to their drummer
Oxford Forge, yeah. Eric. Everybody
Franco.
check out his band.
Eric
Thank
Franco.
What are you talking about? Oxblood Forge? Who's Oxblood Forge?
Thank you for
His
stopping.
band.
There was a big bald-headed guy that fought Popeye in the musical. His name was Oxblood Oxheart.
Oh, what?
Yeah, with Robin Williams playing Popeye. Yeah, he was in the ring, and he was like he looked like King Kong Bundy. He's a bald head, heavy. Now, if your mustache, blow me, blow me down. When Popeye said, "Oh, blow me down," what did he mean?
No comment, James.
All right.
Almost
Now, and Sweet Pea. I mean, nobody knows where Sweet Pea came from.
Nope.
Thank you, James, for having me. As always.
You're very welcome.
Progressive discussions.
And Eric
was awesome.
Eric's gonna get a mustache that big, but he showed the big yellow. He's gonna really
face of oil. Oh boy.
I mean, I've seen those beeswax mustaches like out to here. Like I
do have some. I do have some wax. I could.
Yeah, but you know, just I don't know how long it takes to get a super
Smoking.
A little while.
long.
It doesn't get super long, but it's got some ends to it, I guess. Yeah.
What's that?
You should do a Jim Carrey one. That's a spicy.
Eric found it. Hold
Found
on.
what? Oh yeah, your song.
Smoking.
Okay, this is Jordy's song. This is a link to Jordy's song. People.
Oh, wow. Did you find it?
I found it.
Look, watch.
Oh, nice, dude. Thank you.
Right energy, comfort.
Oh,
You gotta
comfort.
put it
Oh, wait, no.
Oh.
Oh, that's an old song. No. There's a new the song that I just released is called Night Energy Keep On Getting On.
Night energy. Keep on getting
Oh.
Comfort, that's an old song. I done that last year, last summer.
Oh.
Oh, it's not ancient, you know. People can still check it out.
Comfort is good, but
Keep
that's
on.
just basically instrumental.
Huh.
That's an instrumental song, Comfort. But Night Energy Keep On Getting On is now on YouTube Music, Amazon, Spotify, Deezer, fucking iTunes. So yeah.
This is instrumental, or are you singing?
Night Energy Comfort, that's instrumental, but Night Energy Keep On Getting On, I sing in that.
You should next time you should sing it while I play the African drum, or if Eric is here and he has the acoustical guitar.
Acoustical.
Yeah, James, honestly, see if you want to use any of my songs, then you can honestly use any of, look up Night Energy. Any of my songs you can use on your channel, honestly, free of charge as well. Like I give you permission to use any of my music if you want to use it.
So like the instrumental, let's say I use it as a theme at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I would like that. I would actually be honored if you done that.
And then I would say this song is it was written by Jordy Kinnamont.
Well, my stage name is Jordy K.
K?
Jordy K.
Jordy K. Okay,
Yeah.
Jordy K. This song was written by Jordy K. This song was written and sung by Jordy K.
Thank you. Yeah.
And then
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
And then
But my single is just released today, and it's called Night Energy Keep On Getting On.
I can't even find it on the internet yet. I'll have to look for it.
Dude, Eric, try and type it up on Spotify. It might come up on Spotify if you find it. Yeah,
There's
it might.
a lot of songs that show up.
James, Eric, you as well, bro. Eric, if you want to use any of my band's any of my band's songs, then you can.
Okay.
Free of charge, honestly. All you need to do is just say, "This is Jordy K for Night Energy."
Does your band have a website, or are they on?
We don't have a website. We've got a Facebook page though.
Oh, okay. And
Night Energy.
Night Energy.
In fact, after the stream, James, go onto my Facebook profile, my Jordy Kinnamont Facebook profile, and you'll see my Night Energy stuff there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Thank you, by the way, for that. But yeah. So, Eric, what you got going on? You got anything coming up? You got any?
I'm gonna try to do. I should be able. What's the date here? The 3rd. Oh wait, not the 3rd. The 2nd of March. Another Wednesday for our wild card Wednesday, 7:30 Boston, New York City style time. And we're gonna do beer, wine, or spirit. Come and have a beverage. Let's have some fun. All I ask is you're not a douche, and yeah, we'll be okay with that. And then we got a show. The band Oxblood's got another show, Oxblood Forge, on the 5th of March. We're playing in Connecticut. We're actually playing a traditional heavy metal / power metal, little 5-6 band festival show. So that should be good. Yeah, man. And then the following couple weeks, we're going to try to record 4 new songs and see what we're going to do with that. So That's what's up with the Thomas Metal and the drummer that I am. Yeah.
And what's your band's name again?
Oxblood Forge.
Oxblood Forge.
Oxblood Forge. Everybody check out Oxblood
Yeah.
Forge.
Are you is this the one that says Night Energy Electronics on a Facebook page? It says like Night Energy and then it says Electronics. I found it.
I think so. Can you show me a screenshot? It should be it. That's the only Night Energy that surrounds me. I think.
Somebody else called Night Energy. It looks like on Spotify.
It should be it. It should be the right one, James. I think that's it.
Hold on.
Hard to find. It is hard to find a little bit.
Is that it?
Oh no, that's not it. That's something
There's
else.
a lot of things that say Night Energy. If you try to look for you, Jordy, you might want to post a link around so people can enjoy your music.
All right.
Ooh. I think I found it. YouTube.
That's not it. Ah. Yeah, there's
There's a lot of things. I couldn't find anything on Spotify, unfortunately, my man Jordy.
Can I send you on Messenger? Can I send it on the group chat thing that we're all a part of?
Yeah, put it on Messenger. Put it on Messenger, yeah.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
Let's share a little bit of your music. Why the hell not?
Put it on Messenger.
Night Energy. The first two songs that I uploaded was called Tripping, and that was pure. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty bad, though.
I'm tripping out my mind. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that was my first song that I ever released, but the newest songs are better. Trust me. I'm not really proud of that song. I'm thinking about on releasing that.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, thank you.
It's called Tripping. All right.
Tripping.
Oh, it's techno.
Yeah.
Oh,
High energy music.
they have these techno DJs in Europe. Some of them are very attractive girls that they have stadium events.
Eddie, see if you can find Keep On Getting On.
I cannot find it no matter how hard I try to find this thing.
Yeah, you can't find it.
I cannot locate this song to save my life, and I've been looking while we've been on here.
Well, at least we got some here.
Verify that this has actually been uploaded to the World Wide Web, and we can check it out next week.
Night Energy. Oh,
I don't know how to share it. I tried to share it, but it didn't work. But that's the page there.
You couldn't share it on Messenger?
Yeah, I don't know how to share. How do you share?
Well, you just copy and paste the URL of it. And
It's not.
copy and paste the URL. You know. If it let you, I mean, hopefully it'll let you.
Can you find it if you look up Night Energy?
I cannot.
It's not coming up with an option.
I tried. Copy and paste it.
What if I create a post? If I create a post and tag you guys in it?
Put it in. Put it in Keto. Put it in Keto Kings. You're there. Post it.
Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Time out, people. Hold on. We may have come across some big developing news here.
Oh shit!
I'm getting on. Here we go. Finally. God damn.
Oh shit! You got it. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. Well done, Eric. Yeah, that's it. That's just been real.
There's Jordy on the bottom.
You gotta keep on getting on.
That just got released
Gotta keep
today.
on getting on.
Damn, I've got to get a beer. Thank you for saying that.
God.
And that's the girl that I was dating called Zoe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all me.
You should do a music video with this in the fish and chip place, and have the lady girl down on the table.
Fish and chips in the music video? That doesn't sound very. I don't know. I
You
gotta
gotta
do a video
keep
fish and
on
chips.
Or
getting
the
on.
castle, maybe a haunted castle.
Thank you, Eric.
I'm back in the 80s, though.
You are,
Yeah, it's
You gotta
easy.
just
Like,
keep on
I am
getting
obsessed
on.
with 80s style music, so
You
when I
gotta
made that
keep
song, it's 80s
getting
inspired, especially high energy type of music.
on.
And it's right.
you
Keep
are
on getting on.
Just keep on moving on up.
Shout out to Zoe, who is in the album picture.
Hate it.
James, if you want to use any of my
You
music
gotta
on your
keep
videos,
on
then
getting on.
honestly, feel free, mate. Honestly,
right.
free of charge. I wouldn't ask for any
Smile
money.
through the darkness and dance in the lights. Dance in the lights. You
Well,
gotta
put this
keep
up.
on
Could you
getting on.
post this on Alpha Males or Keto Kings or something? Like post the link to the song.
All right.
Yeah, and this way I can save it to my private thing.
Getting on. You gotta keep on getting
I'll
on.
put the other one too.
You gotta keep on getting on. You gotta get up. You gotta just keep on getting on. You gotta get up.
Just keep on moving on up.
Here we go. I just posted keep on getting on. Keep on getting on. I just posted that on the
Dancing the lights. Dancing the lights.
Smile through the darkness and dance in the lights. That's how you got to live every night.
and there's
Keep on trudging on.
We have to keep getting on. And that's the music.
you gotta just keep on getting on.
Keep getting on. There it is on Keto.
Basically, I wrote that song after I broke up with a lassie. You know, love occurs, then love fades away. All you gotta do is just keep on getting on. Smile through the darkness and dance in the light. Smile through the darkness and dance through the light. That lyric is basically like smile through all the bullshit, and then whenever some happiness comes your way, love that happiness, dance it. I also have an album coming out next month.
Now the other one,
Nice.
the other one that you wrote, the electronic one. Could you put that there too?
Yeah, James, see that song? See that song right there? That's all me from scratch, by the way. That's all me from scratch. It's all in the computer, electronic on the computer. Like I do my own drum beat, make my own drum beat up, and make my own synthesizers up on the computer as well.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's no samples or anything. There's no samples. Well, the only sample that I use is probably like a drum beat. You know, like a. That's the only sample I use. Everything else is just me from scratch. So yeah,
That's great.
and that's the way I wanted it to be, you know. So yeah, thank you, Eric, for playing that as well. Cheers.
I think this is just the beginning of many fantastic techno songs that you will produce and
Thank you.
You know, when you do that voice, that low voice, you know, when you
low voice. No, I can even I can make you your own wee intro music for progressive discussions. I would like,
hey, there you go.
Discussions. You know, I don't know, but like I can make some awesome.
Jordy K. You are listening to Jordy K. The very finest in techno. Boom, boom, boom,
Johnny
boom.
K. You know, I used to actually work on radio. I used to be a radio. I used to be on the radio. You didn't know that, did you? Right?
Used to be on the radio. All right.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think is a good place for a music video? At a haunted Scottish castle, or on the table of a fish and chip restaurant?
I would say Glasgow city centre. The city of Glasgow is so like modern, like all the old buildings and stuff like that. The city of Glasgow is amazing. It's basically like New York, kinda, but like poorer.
Where there's a lot of pubs there too, right?
Oh yeah, there's a pub on every corner, dude.
Ooh, sounds good to me.
Go do a
Especially
lot of,
karaoke pubs.
you
You
could
know,
do a lot of, you could do live stream on location, Jordan.
I
in
have.
the
I've done
pub.
that before.
Just make sure you get a phone, a battery for the phone in case you run out of power, or if you see an electrical outlet by a table. I mean, you can bring a USB port. And
There's plenty of karaoke pubs in Glasgow as well. But whenever I go to a karaoke pub, I'm known as Neil or Mr. Diamond.
well, you know what? That's good practice. Karaoke is good practice for you,
Yeah.
for your singing. The only karaoke I ever did was "Wiggle It Just a Little Bit" by Two in a Room.
What the?
I can imagine you, James, being drunk off your tits, singing some karaoke. That'd be funny.
Just a little bit. And I did what do you call what do you call that again? The other one, what's it called? Me so horny, me love you long time, me rub you wrong time.
horny, me love you long time.
What a song you sing in public.
That's two live crew, not Two in a Room. That's Two Live. It's a real funny music video if you ever watch it.
Me so horny, me love you long time.
Wrong time. Rub you a wrong time. So
Me love you wrong time. I give you good night.
I give you good time. $5. $5.
$5 for good time. A sucky $5. Sucky $5. Fucking hell. That's from Full Metal Jacket, wasn't it? Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah. Full Metal Jacket. But you know what? It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna go eat. Thanks to the both of you and everybody else in both video and in commentary. Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Godspeed to Ukraine. Yes, sir.
Godspeed. And
Peace to Ukraine. Peace to Ukraine.
Please keep going, Ghost of Kiev, taking them fighters out of the air. Yeah, man.
that's right. I'm very happy to see that video because I thought it was a video game, but it's real.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. I haven't seen otherwise. To
I
prove
mean,
it.
that guy's an ace. I mean, hopefully it was real. Daryl Messias from Northern California, the birthday boy. Good night, Daryl. Thank you.
Good night, Daryl.
Thank you.
Cheers to you. Take care.
Ronnie S. and everybody else. Bart Robinson.
Cheers, Bart.
Miscellaneous stopped by. Clint.
Cheers,
Brooke,
miscellaneous.
Clint Brook, Masumi, Nina Yordi stopped by.
Nice.
But when everybody stopped talking about beer,
Cheers, Nina.
she left. She split.
We've been going for 3 hours and 43 minutes, James.
How dry I am.
Hmm.
How dry I am. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't
We've
know.
been working for 4 hours, guys.
Hey, wait a minute. That unicorn is cool. Let's see that unicorn.
You do know that the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
Really? I didn't know that.
This looks
Yeah.
random as hell. Forget that.
You know, they have somebody has an actual a video of a real unicorn. It's white. And
What?
Oh, wow.
now, does a unicorn have to feed on corn in order to survive?
Don't touch a unicorn's Horns. No, you can't even touch a unicorn. Apparently, that throws off the balance of the universe or some crap
No,
like that.
because they'll kick you in the ass.
You know, goats
Wait.
get very upset if you touch their horns. I tried that a few times. I went like this. I grabbed both of their horns, but gentle. You know, I grabbed the horn, the goat went like this with its head, like don't touch.
Don't
Goat-
ever do that.
The goat really does not want his freaking horns grabbed.
Whoa.
They don't. And I respected that, you know, and as long as I didn't do that, they were friendly. They were perfectly fine, you know. But the unicorn is a symbol, like the American bald eagle is the symbol of the U.S. So the unicorn is a national symbol of Scotland, right?
Yes,
Oh,
the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. Correct.
oh
That's
no.
amazing. That's like maybe brings good luck. The national the logo of Thomas Middle 75.
Eric,
in
you've
front-
got a golden opportunity right now. Do you remember Terminator 2? The ending where Arnold Schwarzenegger does that. You got to do it. You got to do it. Terminator 2.
Oh,
Because-
Terminator 2. Let me do a Terminator 2 quote. I need you, bro. I need your car. I need your clothes, your gun, and your motorcycle. Wait, that wasn't a quote, was it?
Get to the chopper.
Yeah, do the job.
Get to the chopper. No.
Mr. Floating Head. I
No,
don't know.
but do you, Eric, Terminator 2, right at the end of the film, Terminator has to put himself into lava, and he does that. Wait, you see him, you see Terminator, you see Arnold Schwarzenegger going down in the lava, and then you see his hand. He goes with that, and then he goes, and then. Do-do-do, James, do the Terminator theme on your harmonica. Do-do-do,
Your harmonica.
You must know it, Terminator. Yeah, that's it.
I think he knows it.
Oh yeah, James, that's it, bro.
There we go. Yeah, now it turns into the Carnival Cruise.
That's awesome, dude.
All right. Anyways, there's your Terminator.
All right. Say as Eric say get to the chopper and freeze when you do the funny face.
None of this
Into
happened.
the chopper. No.
However, yeah, to the job. And you know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
The Ice
I'll
Age.
be back.
I'll be
All
Bach. You be Beethoven. We'll all be
right.
You
Okay.
have been terminated.
We actually closing
Into
off
the
the
chopper.
screen.
No.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Take care, James. Take care, Eric. Thank you for having me. You guys are awesome.
My stomach
care,
is
everyone.
growling. My stomach is growling for food.
My stomach is growling for food. I got to get to the chopper now. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Cheers, everyone in the chat. Cheers, James. Cheers, Eric. Goodbye. I got to get to the chopper now. Goodbye. I'll be back. Sorry, that was bullshit, wasn't it? But like, yeah, cheers, James. Cheers, Eric. Cheers to everyone in the chat. Thank you for an awesome night at the Keto Kings.
Thank you.
Progressive
Jordy K.
discussions.
Performing artist Jordy K. And performing artist also Eric Fraunfelter. We have two performing artists on the show.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy. I'll see you guys on a Facebook Messenger.